Center High School Sports Night on AM 1450 WDAD and 100.3 FM. High school football. The Indiana Little Indians versus the Mars Area Fightin' Planets. Tonight's game is sponsored by Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Luxembourg's Jewelers, S&T Bank, Good & Associates Insurance Agency, Friends of Shireen Hess for Indiana County Commissioner, by Indiana Regional Medical Center, Citizens Ambulance Service, Colonial Auto Group, also sponsored by Grand Beginnings Children's Center, Hutton Blues Insurance, Friends of Anne-Marie Everett, Allied Milk Producers, Indiana Total Therapy, by Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning, Bowser Munich Funeral Home, and Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory, Friends of Joe Pittman, the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, Luther Ford Lincoln, also sponsored by the Law Office of Patrick Doherty, In First Bank, Friends of Jim Struzzi, the YMCA of Indiana County, Diamond Drug and Diamond Medical Supply, Walbeck Insurance, Berkshire Hathaway, SeaWorld Satellites, Crimson Wealth Management, and by First Commonwealth Bank. Now let's go down to the field for high school football on AM 1450 WDAD and 100.3 FM.
And it is a beautiful night here at Andy Kosneski Field as the 2-1 Indiana High Little Indians take on the Mars Planets. They're also 2-1, and it is a beautiful night for football as we feel a little bit of fall in the air this evening here at Andy Kosneski Field. And I'm Mark Hilliard. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And Pat Doherty is joining me here tonight. And Pat, I know the Little Indians are 2-1, which means they did suffer a loss, but it may be fair to say this could be their biggest challenge so far yet this year in this Mars Planets team and some of the skilled players that they have.
Yeah, I really believe this will be, this is by far the biggest offense and defensive line Indiana's played this year. It's a little deceiving when you look at records because I almost said Pine Richland where Coach Kasparovich was. Mars, they've played all Quad A schools. Indiana's played all AAA schools. So, you're not really sure what we really have yet. I was impressed with Indiana last week. They came out and they dominated physically Shadyside Academy. So that was good to see. But now they have a new test. I mean, this offensive line across the board is much bigger than what we faced.
Yeah.
The defensive line is much bigger than what we faced. And, Mark, as we talked about, if you recall last year, the number of kids that Mars brought, they're dressing probably 65, close to 70 kids. That they have depth, but that's a sign of what Coach Kasparovich has done with this program.
Absolutely.
Is really, he got them back into the WPIAL playoffs last year, and they've got playmakers as well.
And if you followed high school football in Western Pennsylvania over the past decade or so, you've probably heard the name Kasparovich quite a bit as he has been in other school districts, we'll put it that way, but he came to Mars. I think a lot of kids seem to follow him there as their numbers just jumped tremendously. This was a tough game for Indiana last year as they played at Mars, and I think when you look, there's a lot of younger players on their offensive and defensive line, a lot of underclassmen, I should say. They don't have a lot of seniors in that starting lineup. However, they've got a lot of playmakers. Eric Wright, I'm sorry, is it Evan Wright?
Wright.
Evan Wright is a tremendous playmaker. We saw him last year. They've got a junior quarterback in Goodworth that I think has a great arm, but really it's a system that they play that can make it very challenging for other teams. They're going to really push the Indiana, and I think they play with a physicality Indiana may not have seen yet this year.
Yeah, that's very true. They are well coached. Last year when Indiana went down to Mars, they got punched in the mouth right away. I mean, it was very evident the physicality that Mars is going to play with, and Indiana just wasn't able to respond to that physicality down there at Mars last year. Coach Wright and I spoke earlier, and you'll hear that in a little bit, but he's hoping that his team remembers that and takes it personal.
And I think this is going to be an interesting challenge. So I think Indiana coming with some momentum into tonight, that's going to be a good sign for this team. And really, they can lean on a little bit of a running game that they've started to develop last week and actually the past couple of weeks. But what Porter has done as a sophomore has been amazing so far this season. So I think Indiana has some weapons themselves that if they can play the right type of game here tonight, they've got a shot against this Mars team. And really, if they can find a way to beat this team, they're going to make a name for themselves in the division right away.
Well, as Coach Wright and I have talked about all year, this conference is wide open. The Greater Allegheny Conference is wide open. Hampton's down a little bit. Highlands will still be a good test, but Armstrong lost their star quarterback. How good are they really? So, it is an open conference, but you got to get that first win. If you can get that first win, that makes everything go so much better as we move down the road.
This is our Indiana Total Therapy pregame show, and coming up, we're going to hear our student spotlight. our senior spotlight that's sponsored by the law office of Patrick Doherty. It is a student spotlight too, but it's spotlighting a senior. That's coming up next, and then we're going to also hear from Coach Brad Wright about the game tonight. And Pat talked to him a little bit earlier, and we're going to hear his thoughts on this Mars Planets team and what he's going to be facing here tonight. That's all coming up next on our Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. You are listening to an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night. Indiana versus Mars coming up on Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night, WDAD. Also on Renda Live TV, and that's sponsored by Bowser Minnick Funeral Home. Back after this.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Luxembourg's Jewelers, a proud supporter of all the area athletes, would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. With 2 convenient locations, Luxembourg's Jewelers is the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautifully logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. From the Indiana Mall to downtown Indiana, Hip, Jeff, and the Luxembourg's team wishes everyone an MVP season. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team. It's about the strategic and business plan. It's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Welcome back to the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show for our senior spotlight, brought to you by the law offices of Patrick Doherty. Today I'm joined by Anthony Kowchuk. Anthony, thanks for being with me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so tell me about your parents. Who are they?
Ed and Christine Kowchuk.
All right, do you have any siblings?
Dominic Kowchuk and Maria Kowchuk.
Okay. How long have you played football?
Since 5th grade.
What's your favorite football memory?
Being knocking every time last year.
Okay. Who is your favorite athlete?
Bo Jackson.
Why?
He's a freak.
Okay. What's your favorite movie?
Blindside.
Why?
Because he's a dog.
Okay. All right. Favorite class in school?
Lunch.
Excellent choice. Man after my own heart. All right. What are your goals for the 2023 season?
To become an all-conference receiver.
Okay. Now, last year you were all-conference punter. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Does that mean you punted too much?
Yeah, punted a lot.
Yeah,
we punted every drive against Highlands.
Well, then you were the player. You should have been a player of the game. I'll keep that in mind.
Exactly.
All right. That's not a goal that we want to have for this year, though, right?
Definitely not this year, no.
Okay. All right. What are your plans after high school?
Undecided right now.
Okay. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
My parents, my teammates, and my coaches.
Okay. Anthony, thanks for joining us today. This has been Senior Spotlight, brought to you by the law office of Patrick Doherty. We'll return with more of the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show after this.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
The ball away from them, okay?
Okay. Work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. Right now at Luther Ford, drive off in a new F-Series truck, Ford Ranger, Ford Maverick, or the all-electric F-150 Lightning. Check out the Ford Bronco, Bronco Sport, Eco Sport, Escape, Explorer, Expedition, Edge, and Mustang Mach-E. And always look at the exciting Ford Mustang. Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg. LutherFord.com.
Hi, this is Tony Satil, candidate for Magisterial District Judge in Indiana. In football and in all sports, coaches love experienced players in the lineup. It's what sets winners apart. With nearly 33 years as a practicing attorney and the last 3 years as a prosecutor, I have that type of experience. I've also been dedicated to serving our community and our young people for many years. I have the experience our next district judge needs, and I ask for your vote.
We're back with the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. I'm joined by Indiana head coach Brad Wright. Coach, last week we witnessed one of the best offensive performances in Indiana history. I believe Levi now is at third place in the all-time single game rushing record. But as you know, it's not just about Levi, it's about your whole offense. Talk to me about how that came about in your game plan and how you were able to execute at such a high level Friday night.
Yeah, real quick note on Levi. You know, it couldn't happen to a better kid. He's very humble and hardworking. But as you said, it's a testament to what, you know, the five, counting the tight end, six guys are doing up front. They executed the game plan very well. As I mentioned before, they graded out 80% or better at every single position. The game plan was to keep the ball away from them, okay? Let the play clock bleed down to 10 seconds, try to chew up as much time as we can, run the ball effectively, and the kids worked to perfection.
Yeah, and, you know, I noticed that you had Anthony Kowchuk a little bit more at a traditional tight end, brought him down onto the line to help block a little bit more than he has in the first couple games. Was that a numbers thing for you, or?
Well, and it's just kind of playing to what our personnel is. I've been talking with Tony all offseason about utilizing him as a tight end, you know, in the run game and in the pass. It can give teams problems when you have that kind of kid, so he's a dynamic player. We move him all around, not only in a tight end, but you see him in a slot, you see him at the split. We do a lot of things with him and Levi.
Your defense, I thought, played really, really well. Mm-hmm. You know, two of those scores were one was on special teams and one was on a turnover. Really, defensively, you only gave up one drive, one touchdown drive. Otherwise, you kept Shadyside basically off the field. As I believe I noticed, there was one series in the first quarter. That, I mean, obviously your offense possessed the football, which is great for your defense. Yeah. But I thought when your defense was on the field, they made a lot of good plays, and I felt like they were very physical early, especially with the Shadyside wide receivers.
Yeah, I mean, they did as well executing their game plan as we did on offense, and you know, I'm really happy for those guys on that side because they work hard. I think they had 27 rushing yards for the game, and when you can stop the run with 6 in the box, as we had a nickel coverage, you know, you're winning that football game. You know, when you do that well with 6 guys in the box. So hats off to the defense. Great performance.
Yeah, it was truly impressive. Now we move into conference play. What does that mean now? You got through the first couple weeks of the season, you're 2-1, but now these games matter as far as playoffs and seeding. And I got to believe every team's goal at this time of the year is, hey, we want to win the conference.
Yeah.
And everybody's got a clean slate right now. What have you told your team this week heading into conference play?
Well, it's an opportunity to get a win against one of the teams that was favored this year, coming back. I told the boys, make it personal this week. Last year they put 30 on us. We didn't score at all. It was a poor offensive performance. We weren't very successful on first down last year. This year we have to be successful on first down and come out and play a physical brand of football.
Yeah, and when you talk about physical, that was the one thing I took away last year was you got out physical going down to Mars, and I was very surprised when that happened. But where do you think your team is right now after last week's performance? They should be feeling pretty good that they can be physical now.
Yeah, we took that big leap as we've talked about before. Sometimes it happens between week 0 and week 1. This year for us it happened between week 1 and week 2. And I'm glad it came right before conference play. I personally feel, and I know we're a stronger football team than last year across the board, and we're banking on that being one of our strengths. We're not big, but we're quick and we're athletic, and we've worked very hard.
How are things on the injury front? Are you fairly healthy other than the lip meniscus injury, which we know that's going to be long-term, I think. But how are you the rest of the way?
Yeah, so far so good. We've dodged bullets. We're lining up the same lineup as we had against Mount Pleasant minus lip meniscus, so we're happy in that regard.
Do you have any concerns about trying to manage Levi Porter's workload? I think he had 30 carries and maybe 4 or 5 catches last week. How do you manage that? So you don't burn them out.
Right, I understand that completely. We have other athletes that are effective with the football, and we just have to keep in mind, a little bit of balance and keep in mind too what was working. We were simply taking what was being given to us. They weren't stopping our run, so we kept with it. We had planned to be a little more balanced with the run and pass, getting into the Great Allegheny League. So his carries will come down once we throw the ball a little more.
All right, so Mars comes to town. Eric Kasparovich and all the things you hear about his coaching, and his son's now playing wide receiver this year and playing some defense for them after injuring his shoulder, and they have a different quarterback, not new, but a different quarterback who, offensively the last 2 weeks they put up a lot of points. How do you look to slow them down or control them?
Well, we have to meet the challenge and be physical, use our speed and athleticism to get some penetration on the defensive front, and just be ready for a battle all 4 quarters.
Coach, thanks. Good luck tonight. We'll be back with more of the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show after this.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. The team at Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. When you need help with this celebration, you can find them online at beyondthesunsetpets.com, helping families and friends honor their loved one.
Milk every moment.
Football fans across the county, did you know
Citizens Ambulance Service has been providing our community with professional emergency medical services for 59 years.
Citizens' 1,000 square mile service area includes 7 school districts and 47 municipalities.
They partner with local fire departments and individuals to have medically trained responders at your door as quickly as possible.
Citizens has responded to 5,400 emergency calls so far this year.
The Citizens Ambulance Board of Directors thanks you and reminds you that community support makes it work.
Introducing the new Colonial Advantage at Colonial Auto Group. Our complimentary program with every new and used vehicle. 1 year of no-charge maintenance, meaning you can enjoy your new vehicle and let us take care of the rest. Plus, a lifetime warranty. That's a $2,500 value. The Colonial Advantage program is our way of giving you peace of mind with every Colonial vehicle purchase. Colonial Auto Group, home of the Colonial Advantage. Visit shopcolonialcars.com.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Hello, this is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
Hi, this is Tony Satil, candidate for Magisterial District Judge in Indiana. In football and in all sports, coaches love experienced players in the lineup. It's what sets winners apart. With nearly 33 years as a practicing attorney and the last 3 years as a prosecutor, I have that type of experience. I've also been dedicated to serving our community and our young people for many years. I have the experience our next district judge needs, and I ask for your vote.
Heating and air conditioning in Indiana, so it is starting to feel really like football weather, Pat.
Yeah, it sure is, Mark.
Kind of nice.
Yeah, it is nice. And, it's a beautiful day, perfect night to be out and watching football. So if you're in town, come out to Andy Kuzneski Field. I promise you, you're going to see a good football game tonight.
And I think it's country night over in the student section.
Well,
I'm starting to see cowboy hats.
Yeah, it's actually the theme was country versus country club. So you may see some country club-ish. I don't know what that even is.
Country's winning right now.
Yes, country. There's a lot of flannel, a lot of cowboy hats, and a lot of boots.
So I believe now it's time for our Keys to the Game, and our Keys to the Game sponsor by Luther Ford, Lincoln, and Homer City. So, Pat, you have some Keys to the Game for tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. As Coach Wright talked about, and we've mentioned already, Indiana has to match Mars's physicality right out of the gate. They cannot afford to get down against this team. On offense, if they can stop the run, they were very successful stopping the run last week. If they can control Evan Wright in this Mars offense and make them one-dimensional, then that plays into the hands of Indiana's secondary. Indiana's strength, really, Mark, is their secondary. We haven't been able to say that in years past.
Yeah.
However, this year, it really has been, they're long, they're athletic. So,
they can make up a lot of ground in a hurry.
Absolutely, and they have good ball skills. So if they can take away the run and make Mars one-dimensional, that would be helpful for Indiana. On offense also, as we just talked about, don't let number 5, Eric Kasparovich Jr. He was their starting quarterback last year. He's the starting wide receiver this year. Don't let him beat you deep. Keep him in front of you, and Indiana's done a good job of doing that. Control the ball on offense. Last week, Indiana did not snap the football until there was under 10 seconds on the play clock every play. Why? They wanted to shorten this game. They wanted to eliminate the times that Shady Side had the ball. They're going to do the same thing here tonight with Mars. All right? They got to find ways to get Levi Porter into space.
Yeah.
We know how quick Levi is. They got to get him the ball early. They got to get him involved in this game plan. But as Coach Wright talked about as well, what's the balance? Because you can't just run him 30 times a game like they did last week. He's going to wear down. So they got to balance that out. I look for Trevor Smith to be able to make some plays in the passing game tonight. Last week, Trevor didn't have the gaudy numbers, but he was very, very efficient. And he ran the offense very well. And then the last thing is, Mark, avoid the big plays in the kicking game. Last week, Indiana gave up a kick return for a touchdown. They got to make the extra points. They got to, do the little things in the kicking game, and Indiana will be just fine.
Those were our keys to the game, sponsored by Luther Ford Lincoln. You can hear Cherokee being played in the background. That means the Indiana High team has come out onto the field. We're going to come back at our final break in our Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. And when we come back, we will hear these starting lineups for tonight's game. And we'll do a final preview of what's going to happen here tonight and get ready for our kickoff as Indiana takes on the Mars Fighting Planets here from Andy Kuznetsky Field in week 4 already of the high school football season. You are listening to an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
It's a new season of high school sports in Indiana, and Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is proud to be back presenting Indiana video broadcasts. The team at Bowser Minnick feels overwhelming support from the community and has enjoyed watching and celebrating the accomplishments of the young student athletes, along with all the families and viewers. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
This is State Senator Joe Pittman, wishing all of our student athletes and their families every success. Friday Night Lights are always exciting, and I recognize how important it is for students to be involved in activities, whether it be in athletics or the performing arts. I salute not only all of our students, but also all who guide them, on and off the gridiron. And I wish all of our hometown teams the best of luck this season.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today. Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Little Indians Athletics and this year's football season. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for you. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at sobekfitness.com.
The Pediatric Care Center of Indiana and Marion Center are proud to support local student athletes. Each athlete has represented their schools and their communities to the best of their abilities. Doctors Rizwan and Amina Jabber and their entire team at both locations would like to wish both teams the best of luck in today's contest and in the future. The Pediatric Care Center, with 2 locations located in the 119 Professional Center in Indiana and the Mahoning Medical Center in Marion Center, recognized as the best pediatric care team in the Best of Indiana County contest.
Horses is hospitality. Sit right down and enjoy a great meal. Horses is hospitality. Delicious food with lots of hossa feel. You'll love our famous fresh salad bar. The freshest near or far. Your hometown steakhouse wherever you are. Horses Steak and Sea House. Horses is hospitality.
Football fans across the county, did you know
Citizens Ambulance Service has been providing our community with professional emergency medical services for 59 years.
Citizens' 1,000 square mile service area includes 7 school districts and 47 municipalities.
They come, but our kickoff sponsored by Grand Beginnings Children's Center. Get your children ready to shine at Grand Beginnings Children's Center. And Indiana has lost the toss. Mars has elected to receive the opening kickoff. So the offense that we have been talking about all pregame is going to hit the field first.
Yeah, and that's what you want. I always believe you want the ball to start second half anyway. if your defense can come out and set the tone and get a stop, that could be huge.
So here is Redinger's kick. It is going to be a short kick. Bounce right about the 25 and run out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. So that's where Mars is going to take over.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do a squib kick, that worked perfect. You're looking not to get that big return. So Indiana's set up here on defense now, and we can give you the Indiana defense real quick. You got Carson Beatty at defensive end, number 76 Ben Cochran at tackle, 45 Griffin Pribish also at tackle, defensive end John Wyant, Anthony Kowchuk, Isaac Nygren, and Tyler Reifendeifer and Levi Porter are your backers. We'll give you the secondary after this play.
So there are two receivers split, one out to the left, that's Kasparovich, and one out to the right. Single setback is right, and Goodworth in the shotgun formation. He's going to fake the handoff to right. He's going to drop back the pass, fire it deep down the field. He has got a receiver, but it's just out of his reach. I believe that was Kasparovich, who just split two defenders. They looked like they had the safety help over the top, and that ball still just out of his reach. And it was, you can see that late long arm span that he has.
And I apologize, that was Aiden Alessio, Mark.
So here we go again with the two receivers now split to the right-hand side, and no huddle here for the Mars Fighting Planets. The give is to right, but caught in the backfield and brought down right near the line of scrimmage for Indiana.
Yeah, that was a good job by Indiana there. Their defensive end just came right down the line of scrimmage and was able to make that tackle on right. So that's a gain of 1. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, that is two receivers split left, two split to the right. Back to pass is Goodworth. He's going to fire. Slant across the middle. Caught for a first down for Mars. That's number 30 for the Fighting Planets.
That's Gabe Hine on the catch.
Gabe is a sophomore at 5'9", 150 pounds. Clean route that time, though. A little slant pattern. Brings the ball up to the 45-yard line of Indiana. Here is the shotgun snap. They're passing it right away here for Indiana, and they're going to be caught here for about a 7-yard gain. This time to Cole Yoshioka, the 6'1" senior. All passes so far in this opening drive. That's a 7-yard pickup. And they continue with this no huddle. Spread offense here. Back to pass again is Goodworth. He's going to fire it. Open receiver in the flat. Going to be caught for an out pattern for a first down to the 25-yard line. Boy, just crisp passing here. Very efficient here on this opening drive so far for Mars.
Yeah, Indiana's given cushion because they don't want to get beat deep. Rocco Cosentino came up from his corner position, made that tackle. But
Gabe Hine just ran a nice little out pattern past the first down marker. Trips receivers to the left. Here is Goodworth back. Shotgun. Fires it. Opening pass. Almost intercepted. Boy, and that one was to Yoshioka. And that was the first miss that that Goodworth had as he fired that one well over the head of his intended target and almost into the arms of Indiana.
Yeah, with that ball tipped up into the air, Mark, Indiana, I know Evan Brocious is wishing he had another chance at that one because that would have been a great interception.
Same formation here for the Fighting Planets, and I think Indiana got a little bit antsy.
Yeah, they jumped.
So, boy, we haven't had a chance really to talk much about what has been happening on this opening drive, but Mars has come out with a very fast pace. Good, quick pace here in this opening drive. 2nd and 5 after that 5-yard penalty. Here is Hine in motion. The fake. Goodworth back to pass. He's going to take it himself. Nobody's open. He's going to slide down. We'll see where they spot him right near the first down marker.
I think he's going to be just a hair short.
They usually take it where he starts the slide, not where he finishes it, so they are going to mark him a yard short. 3rd down and 1. Surprise, Mars came out throwing the football, not running it once yet.
Well, they did run once, and it got stuffed. But
they did run.
Yeah, honestly, I am surprised. Watching on film, they've really tried to run it.
And here is the run again to right. He finds a little seam, and he is going to take it into the end zone for the touchdown. I shouldn't have opened my mouth as they hand it to Evan Wright, and he takes it 15 yards in for the Mars touchdown.
Yeah, and that was just, a nice hole. They just washed down Indiana's defensive front, and Wright made a really nice cut back to get in the end zone.
6-0 Mars. A very efficient opening drive for them. And the kick by Childress is going to be up and good. 7-0. Mars takes the early lead. 9:56 left to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout and come right back. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV.
Looking to experience luxury with your next vehicle? Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. Right now at Luther Ford, drive off in a new F-Series truck, Ford Ranger, Ford Maverick, or the all-electric F-150 Lightning. Check out the Ford Bronco, Bronco Sport, Eco Sport, Escape, Explorer, Expedition, Edge, and Mustang Mach-E. And always look at the exciting Ford Mustang. Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg. LutherFord.com.
7-0 after that 15-yard Evan Wright run puts the Mars Planets on top, and we have Porter and Brocious back deep to receive this ensuing kickoff. And the kick, I believe Porter is going to take that one at about the 10-yard line, crosses the 20, finds a little bit of a seam as he gets to the 30-yard line, still fighting for yards as he gets to about the 32. That's where Indiana will take over, and now it's time to answer. You had Mars come out, and it wasn't necessarily that physical punch-you-in-the-nose type of drive, but it got the job done nonetheless, and I think it was that up-tempo that might have been very effective and put the Indiana defense on its heels.
Yeah, it really was effective. Zeke Thomas, our statistician, said surgical precision, and that's what we saw out there. Indiana's got to answer back. They got to maintain the ball, keep that offense off the field is what they hope to do.
9:48 left to go in the first. 7-0 Mars, and here is Trevor Smith. Back in the shotgun. He's got that spread formation in front of him. Little bit of movement, but that's going to be a pass caught by Kalchuk out in the flat. He's going to take it across the first down marker. Good catch that time by Anthony as he takes the first down for Indiana. And that's a good opening play there as he just took a short little pattern and found his way for a first down.
Yeah, nothing real fancy, just an out route. And Trevor was able to hit him in stride and make a really nice pitch and catch.
And we'll see if they can kind of match a little bit of that up-tempo.
Well, again, they don't want to go up-tempo. They want to take the air out of the ball and keep Mars off the field.
Well, we'll see how long they, if they can keep it close, they're able to do that. Here's Pribish in motion. Give is going to be to Porter. They have some help coming up from the defense to try to stop him, but they ran right by Levi. He's still going to get about 3 yards. I think that cornerback was looking to come up and make the stop. They read the play. That was Yoshioka, but he was able to run right by him and get about 3 on the first down carry.
Yeah, that was just a good job by Levi to get upfield, put his foot in the ground, and get upfield.
You know this defense is going to be keeping their eye on him after the game he had last week. Trips receivers to the right. Smith in that shotgun, and you are right, Pat. He's keeping an eye on that play clock, and the give is going to be, well, it's not going to be to anybody. It's going to keep it up the middle himself as he crosses midfield. And Trevor Smith is going to take it to the Mars 48-yard line. It's going to set up about third down and maybe 4.
Yeah, and they're using, we got an Indiana player down. That looks like Isaac Nygren.
It looks like a cramp the way he's holding it.
Yeah, let's hope so. And he maybe rolled an ankle. So hopefully they can get that taped up and get him back out there. But you can't afford to lose him on either side of the ball, one of their senior captains. But, Indiana, this is the kind of drive they want. They want to keep Mars offense off the field, take the air out of the ball, convert. I always say 3rd and 4, that's very convertible.
Well, you're in a certain part of the field. If you can get it down to even pick up 3 here, maybe 4th down and 1. That still could potentially be 4-down territory. But it's an important play because you can't just get nothing, because that makes your decision a lot harder. 3rd down and 4 here from the Mars 48-yard line. 8:30 left to go. Indiana trailing 7-0. Smith back in the shotgun formation. He's back to pass. A little bit of a rush, and Smith is going to roll out to his left. He's trying to avoid a couple of tacklers. There's just too many fighting planets there. Trevor needed to get rid of that one a lot quicker, even if he just threw it away, and instead he takes a sack.
And that'll make Coach Wright's decision really easy.
Yes.
Now he's got to punt it.
That was one thing I think over the last few weeks. I thought Trevor's decision-making has been very, very good. And that time he kept looking and trying to make something happen. This is a team that you have to make a couple of quick decisions and get rid of the football because they're coming. Loss on the play, so 4th and 15 as the punting team is on. 2 men deep to receive for Mars. Here's Kowchuk's kick. Nice kick. Hine is going to bobble it a little bit, but take the football at about the 30-yard line. He's going to take it to near the 41. I think that's where they're going to play. Oh, they put him at the 42. And that's where Mars is going to take over. 7:25 left to go in the first. So that sack really hurt Indiana's chances. I would have loved to have seen that offense continue to drive it down and try to answer what Mars has done. And now you've given it back to Mars, and you're going to put a lot of pressure on your defense now. They're going to have to try to make a stop.
Yeah, and, as we talked about, they have a new linebacker in there, number 85. And I don't have my Indiana roster handy. We'll have to look that up.
Trips receivers to the right. Here is Goodworth. He's going to fire it. Quick pattern to Hine. He's going to take the football and dance around. Take it right near that 1st down marker. These receivers run such crisp routes, though. It's just and it's a very quick, efficient offense.
And that's
other than that first pattern that we saw, that was Alessio ran. These have been really 5 or 6 yard patterns, but they've been able to catch the football and continue to move the chains.
Isaac Nygren's back in the game.
Bunch to the left, and that pattern is going to be, the ball is going to be thrown well inside of the intended receiver. An incomplete pass.
That was broken up by number 58, Carson Beatty, from the defensive end position. Did a good job of getting his hands up.
Carson's had himself a nice couple of games here. 2nd down and 10 from the Indiana 47-yard line. Here's Goodworth, back to pass again. He's going to avoid the pressure. Fight his way across and work his way up near that 1st down marker. He'll be run out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. 39-yard line is where they're going to spot him. So it's going to be 3rd down at about 2. And Indiana he drops back very quickly, and then he makes that decision to run it. They've just not been able to get any pressure on him yet.
And Mark, real quick, I owe an apology to John Wyant. He's the one that deflected the last pass.
Here's a quick pattern. He's going to hit Alessio in stride, and he's going to be taken down finally at the 16, maybe the 15-yard line. That's just a quick slant.
I am really impressed by the work that Goodworth is doing at quarterback, knowing that, last year he was behind Eric Kasparovich Jr.
He just takes that football and immediately gets rid of it. He makes such quick decisions, which is really impressive. And now here is Wright. He's going to take the football, and he's going to take it into the end zone for another 15-yard touchdown. You have Nygren coming off the field. He is just not, you could tell he is not right, as he's limping off the field, very frustrated. But that rushing attack, it makes you wonder if they wanted to run the football and just run the football the entire time.
Right.
How effective it would be. But really, it's been an impressive passing attack so far, capped off by 2 15-yard runs. Extra point. Good. 14-0. 6:30 left to go in the first quarter. Mars has struck fast in the first quarter. 2 quick strikes. They are up by 2 scores. Indiana's going to get the football back when we return. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Mars leads Indiana after two 15-yard runs by Evan Wright, the senior running back. But it's been the passing attack that has been effective for the Mars offense so far. Indiana, Evan Brocious is going to receive this ensuing kickoff and is going to take it across the 25-yard line down near the 30-yard line is where Indiana will take over. And now the pressure really is on this Indiana offense to answer. I think they really needed to find a way to answer or take it deep into the Mars territory on that last drive. The sack prevented that. Now down by 2 scores against an offense you haven't found a way to stop yet.
Right.
I think the pressure is really on them to do something.
Yeah,
here
they got to possess the football, give their defense a little bit of a break.
So here's Trevor Smith leading the troops back out from the 30-yard line. 2 receivers split out to the left. 1 to the right. Give is going to be up the middle. I believe that's going to be Pribish.
No, that's Rocco Cosentino.
Oh, Cosentino. I saw the 5. I didn't see the 1. But either way, that's going to get about 3 yards on first down. So
yeah, and Indiana, they don't get afraid. You got a lot of time here. You just have to work the clock and do what you got to do to make things positive.
They're being patient here. 2nd down and 7. 5:47 left to go in the first. Here comes Porter in motion, and the give is going to be a fake. Excuse me. Smith back the pass is going to be sacked. Getting my names mixed up. See what happens when I take 2 weeks off. And another sack, though, is going to really make things difficult here for Indiana. And I think they were trying to go. It looked like they might have looked at a little screen pass to Porter as he was standing there looking for a pass. Smith pump faked and then looked down the field, and by that time,
that's usually what they try to do. They'll fake it to Levi to draw the attention and hope to hit one downfield, and it just wasn't there.
Their defensive backs have done a great job covering downfield. So here is 3rd down and 16. Smith back to pass. He's going to have to run it right away. He's going to take it down across the original line of scrimmage near the 35-yard line, but still well short of the first down. And these sacks are hurting Indiana as they're putting them in long situations, and Indiana's going to have to punt the football yet again.
Yeah, and that again didn't take much time off that clock. It's only at 4:30. That's basically a 2-minute drive.
With the pressure that's on Smith, I think they're going to have to run shorter patterns just to be able to find ways for him to get rid of that football quickly, because he cannot find ways to escape and hold on to it that much longer. Here's going to be caught down at the 38-yard line. The good coverage by the Indiana punt team as they tackle him right away. He's going to get to about the 42, but still pretty good field position for Mars. Already up by 2 scores.
Yeah, Indiana did a good job in coverage there. It was a decent punt by Kowchuk. And Reifendeifer was in on that tackle, as well as Corbin Rhodes.
So 1st down and 10 for the Mars Fighting Planets from their own 42-yard line. See if the defense can make a stop. It's been a big passing attack so far with a couple of touchdown runs. Here's Goodworth back to pass. Deep drop this time. It's going to be a screen. Dumped it right across the middle. Indiana's going to bring him down, but not after he picks up. And there's Kasparovich, and he picks up about 7-8 yards on that middle screen.
Yeah, that'll take it right out to the 50, so that's a gain of 8.
So it will be 2nd down and 2 was just saying during the break, we have not called Kasparovich's name too much, at least on the offensive side. He's going to be the only one in the backfield. Here is Goodworth back to pass. Looks like he wanted to go to right, but he's going to be dropped for a sack. I think they were trying to set up Evan Wright here for a in the far left for a pass.
And that we can see on the Renda digital replay, John Wyant is able to just get in and get pressure and force him back. That's a big loss. So that'll make it third and 16.
Now this team can move the football quickly, but we'll see what they can do. A lot of time now here for Goodworth, but that ball is off the mark. So a couple of mistakes there, and we may see this Mars team punt the football. Maybe not. They keep the offense out there. It's 4th and 16 from their own 36-yard line. Goodworth is looking at the sideline trying to get some direction. And they are going to, well, at least attempt to make it look like they're going for it here. And they are, well, it is going to be a quick kick. Ball is going to bounce. Taken at about the 22-yard line by Porter. He's going to take it out of bounds at about the 30. There's going to be a flag on the play.
Yeah, Indiana's
that was a bad block.
That's going to be a blindside block, I believe, on Anthony Kowchuk.
That's Hine, I believe.
Is down.
That's one of their big-time receivers. He's one of the leading receivers for this Fighting Planets team. They're going to come check him out. We're going to take a quick, I'll tell you what, we'll take a 60-second timeout as they come to check on him. We'll be right back. Mars leads Indiana 14-0 in the first quarter. Back in 60 seconds on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Miss the biggest floor sample sale Dowd's Furniture has had in years. We're cleaning out all the shelves and filling both stores with over $4 million of inventory available for immediate delivery. Sofas, recliners, sectionals, bedroom and dining room furniture, plus lamps, pictures, and accessories, all available now. Hurry in and don't miss out at Dowd's of Plumville and Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with.
Check puts Indiana back at the 15-yard line. They are going to start 1st down and 10 there, and here is the pass going right back to Anthony in the flat. That's going to be incomplete, just out of his reach. That's the kind of pass, though, I'd like to see more of. Just a very quick decision that time by Trevor Smith. Short pattern, just to try to move the football a little bit and keep that defensive rush off of you.
Yeah, again, though, they really haven't made an effort to get the ball into Levi Porter's hands yet. They're moving him around a lot of different positions on the field.
Spread formation here, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here is Trevor Smith, who's going to give the football up the middle. This time it is Prebish. And he's going to take it for 2, maybe, well, let's say 2 yards. 3rd down and 8. And you're right, Porter really hasn't been in the backfield much at all. He's been moved to, as a receiver, I'd say he's been lining up most of this game so far. And now you're down by 2 scores, and you really aren't able to rely on that running attack. So a long 7 here, 3rd down and long 7 at the 18-yard line, 2:12 to go. Indiana trailing by 2.
Morris has a lot of guys. Now they back some guys off.
Here's Trevor Smith. He's back to pass. He's looking to fight. Finds a receiver. He hits the receiver, and he's going to fall forward for a 1st down. I think that might be Mill.
I'll tell you, that was Evan Brocious.
That's Evan Brocious.
And he fought for every yard he could. And actually, I think the Mars tackler pushed him over the first down mark.
He caught that football with a couple of yards shy of the first down and was able to part Evan fighting his way forward and part of the tackler.
Yeah, you can see it here on our replay. They just ran an in route, and Evan was able to just drive over the line.
Defense definitely did help him there. Little bunch formation here. First down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Here is Porter is going to find his way up the middle. Fights his way through some of the defense. Across the 30 to 31. Nice run on first down by Levi. He's got such good vision. He's able to use a mix of power and speed.
Yeah, last week I said he almost is able to run with his shoulders parallel to the sideline but still move forward like a slashing type of a back.
And do it quickly.
Yes.
A lot of times when running backs try to make that move, it slows them down, but Levi finds a way to do it very fast. Second down and 5.
And again, Indiana's just going to take their time, run that clock down.
Got a receiver split to the left, one to the right. Porter in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff yet again. He's going to try to fight his way forward. He's going to get some positive yardage, but not a whole lot this time. He may only have gotten one. We'll see where how long they take here, but that might be the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 Mars is leading. First two drives by the Fighting Planets. Very efficient, quick-moving drives, capped off by two 15-yard runs by Evan Wright.
But Indiana was able to get a stop on the last drive. If they can get points here, then this becomes a ball game again.
We're going to have a 3rd and 4 when we return as we start the second quarter. You're listening to Indiana High Football on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV. Back after this.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. The team at Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. When you need help with this celebration, you can find them online at BeyondTheSunsetPets.com, helping families and friends honor their loved one.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Happiness is Friday Night Lights. Happiness is also when InFirst Rewards Checking gives customers money back when they use their card on all those fantastic things in life, such as getting ice cream, family vacations, going to sporting events, and trips to the amusement park. But do you know what truly makes InFirst happy? It's seeing Indiana student athletes shine in the community. Good luck, Indiana High, from the team at InFirst Bank.
He's got one running back. He's going to give the football up the middle, fakes the pass afterwards, but Mars not having it as that's Costantino's dragged down in the backfield for a loss.
Yeah, you know, on a 3rd and 4, you really want to be able to throw the football there, and that calls a little puzzling to me. But it's going to bring up a 4th and 8 back on the 28.
And it didn't fool Mars at all. I think they were trying to catch him off guard a little bit, and Mars was very much ready for it. So now 3rd and 4 turns into a 4th and 8. Too many negative yards here for Indiana, and Kowchuk has a nice high end-over-end kick. It's going to be caught for a fair catch at the, let's say, the Mars 49-yard line. So Indiana's offense really has had maybe one play in Mars territory here tonight so far in this football game.
And really, when you look at the starting field position, Mars had a drive that started at the 34, the 42, 42, and now the 49.
The Indiana D did make a stop on that last series. That is something they can hang their hat on a bit, but backs against the wall again. Good field position by Mars. Here is going to be Goodworth back to pass. A little bit of pressure. They are going to grab him and bring him down. It's going to be, maybe no gain is going to be how it's going to be ruled, but good pressure by that front of the Indiana D to drop him.
Yeah, that was Josh Anderson. He's one of the young guys that Coach Wright has talked about this year, who he believes is going to come on.
2nd and 10 now. 10:50 left to go in this second quarter. Give is going to be to Wright up the middle. He's dancing around. Boy, what a quick move he has. As soon as he found that hole, he hit it so fast. That was impressive. He does get about 5 yards, maybe 6. But he was looking for the hole. He hesitated in the backfield, but once he made that decision, how quickly he was. 3rd down and 4.
Indiana jumped. That's going to give Mars a first down.
And it was 3rd and 4. It looks like it's going to be a first down. Just when you start slowing them down a little bit, those mistakes will kill you. And
and
Indiana, 1st and 10 now.
Indiana's normally pretty disciplined, but that's twice now that Mars has got them. We've seen it the other way a lot.
Indiana usually likes to do that to other teams, and they've got caught jumping. Here is Goodworth back to pass. He's going to hit right in stride as he comes out of the backfield for a first down catch. And that's Evan Wright to just a little swing pass. Hits him for a catch and a first down to about the 30, maybe the 29 of Indiana. He is so quick.
They really are quick, and they got the ball to him quickly out in space.
Trips receivers left for Goodworth. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking left. He's going to fire it deep down the field. The ball is going to be up and caught. Touchdown, Mars. Gabe Hine back on the field after having to be helped off after that penalty. But Hine comes down with the catch, and that's a 30-yard completion for a touchdown.
They just ran a simple post route in between the corner and the safety, and boy, Goodworth put the ball right on him.
He only missed a couple times tonight, but every other pass has been right on the money, and even one of his misses, they've been pretty close. So 20-0. Mars team comes as advertised.
They've put 49 and 42 up the last 2 weeks.
Well, they're on target to maybe exceed that here tonight so far as the kick is good. 21-0. Mars with the lead over Indiana. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
With the lead, here is the kick. Going to be received deep by Levi Porter. He's going to follow his blocker, Evan Brocious, across the 30. Runs over a tackler as we get to about the 34-yard line. A reminder that our first downs tonight are brought to you by InFirst Bank. Check out InFirst Bank's rewards checking today. Indiana's only had 2 first downs in this game so far, but they are brought to you by InFirst Bank, and Mars has had quite a few, and they've looked really, really good offensively, and they're putting a lot of pressure on this Indiana offense, and which now becomes a little bit more one-dimensional as they're trying to play catch-up, down by 3 scores.
I got some First Commonwealth Bank quick stats. Goodworth is 8 of 12 for 132 yards, and Evan Wright has 2 15-yard touchdown runs. Goodworth also has that last touchdown pass, but 8 of 12, really crisp and efficient.
And here is Trevor Smith. He's going to find his receiver. That's Rocco's going to catch the football out of the backfield. A heavy rush that time. And I believe that is another InFirst. See what happens when I call them out a little bit? InFirst Bank gets another first down there for Indiana High as they do.
And you can see they run the Cosentino out of the backfield on a wheel route, and Trevor was able to put it to him in stride.
A great decision by Trevor, too, as he saw that rush coming and was able to get rid of the football quickly.
Now the officials are discussing something down on the Indiana sideline.
It's just a very good read by Trevor Smith. Those are the types of passes he's going to need to continue to make, and the ball is going to be down to the 45-yard line. I'm not sure what they are arguing about, but 21-0 Mars leads. 9:33 left to go in this first half. Levi Porter really not been much involved, and they've really not been able to get him involved. Well, I think part of the issue is the play clocks on either side of the field read differently. One says 40, one says 35. I don't know.
So then what they'll do is they'll keep it on the field if they're not working. So the umpire will put his hand up at 10 and count it down.
1st and 10 from the Indiana 45. Here is the give up the middle. Here is Levi Porter, who is going to be dropped down. The ball comes out afterwards, but he was down, as the official says. As he gets close to midfield, he's going to be a yard shy, so he will pick up 4 yards. But if Indiana's offense can be patient and continue to just take small chunks to move the chains, move the football, that's what we've been missing here. 2nd down and 6. Porter in the backfield again. Bunch formation here again for Indiana, and the give is going to be to Levi as he does cross midfield and gets down to the Mars side of the field. I said there's only been maybe one play ran in Mars territory. It looks like we're going to come to our second play here after 2 yards by Levi, 3rd and 4.
So Indiana's got a 3rd and 4. They need to get positive yardage here on 3rd down to set up a 4th down that they may be able to attempt to convert. Because at some point, Indiana's got to sustain a drive.
I think this is big to get some type of positive yards to maybe go for it on 4th.
Yeah, I believe in this spot on the field.
They faced a similar situation earlier in a 3rd, I believe in 4, and they got a sack. So right now is very important to be able to get rid of this football quickly. Here is going to be Smith. He's back to pass. Under pressure again. Avoids one tackler. He's going to roll to his right. Good block that time by Indiana. Trevor Smith is going to fight his way forward. He does pick, after all of that running, picks up a yard, maybe 2. So it is positive, but boy, that looked like it was going to be a little bit of the same.
They were trying to set up a screen, and it wasn't there. I mean, it just was eliminated. And when you run that screen, as you can see on the replay here, you let the linemen are trained to let the defenders come. Well, they totally eliminated the screen.
Xander Painley for Mars, very disciplined, stayed right with Rocco that entire time. Did not allow that screen to develop at all. So 4th down and 3. Here's a spread formation as Indiana is going to go for it here on 4th down. Trevor Smith back to pass. He's going to fire, and he hits Mill. Going to be a 1st down. Yes, he's going to be all the way down inside the 40. I wasn't not sure if he stepped out, but he did get the 1st down, and that was a great-looking catch by James as he had to stretch his arms out to make that grab and take it all the way for a 1st down for Indiana on 4th down conversion.
And you can see on the replay, all they're going to do is they're going to take James and run him on an out route. And Trevor's got time. It's what we call it's an in and out route, and he just faked inside and came back out, and Trevor hit him in stride.
Here's Indiana now. 3 receivers to the left after the man in motion. Here is Smith. He's back to pass. Has a little bit of time. He's going to fire it deep down the field. He's got a receiver. Ball is caught down inside the 10-yard line by Indiana. I believe that's Kalchuk. Kalchuk takes the football down at the 6. He had man-to-man coverage and just put that ball up for Anthony to jump up and grab it.
And I really like the play call there. They brought 3 receivers over to their sideline and went one-on-one matchup with Anthony Kalchuk, and Anthony made a play on a jump ball.
Great play by Kalchuk, and now they're looking at 1st and goal for Indiana. 6:40 left to go in this first half. Give is going to be to Porter up the middle. Levi fights his way inside the 5-yard line for a couple.
They're going to mark him right around the 4-yard line.
They're going to mark him at the 4. It looked from up here like he may have squeezed out down to about the 2, but they are going to mark him back. So 2nd down and goal now.
And we're in the Citizens Ambulance red zone, Mark. Community support makes citizens work.
So the Citizens Ambulance red zone. 2nd and goal. Here's another spread formation. Brocious coming in motion left to right. Porter in the backfield with Trevor Smith. He's going to fire it. Ooh, and that ball is tipped. He was trying to go to Brocious, but good pressure that time by Jacob Maple, the linebacker for Mars, who came in and got a hand on that football, and that prevented that wide receiver screen.
Yeah, that was really just a good play by Maple to get a hand up. All they were trying to do was go quick screen and get the ball out.
4-down territory, I'd imagine, here again for Indiana, but let's not worry about that. Let's just push it in here. Trips receivers lined up, at least at this time, to the left. 5:47 left to go in the half. We're going to have a timeout on the field. 21-0 Mars leads. They do call a timeout. We're going to have a 3rd and goal for Indiana when we return. Listen to AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV back in 60.
It's Healthy Aging Month, and at Diamond Medical. At Diamond Medical Supply, we're always on your team. No matter your sport, you can count on our support. With braces, bandages, biofreeze, and so much more, all to keep you in the game. We're a winning care solution, no matter what you play. Diamond Medical Supply, keeping you healthy this season because we care about care.
This is Tony Sat.
Three in the first half. Here is Trevor Smith. He's under some pressure. Back to pass. Trevor's just looking to try to get rid of the football. Switches hands as he tries just to get rid of the ball, and I think they're not going to call intentional grounding as he... Wow, what a job by Trevor. Now they are. Ugh. Trevor was rolling to his left, which as a right-handed quarterback is really, really difficult to do, and he wanted to throw the football away, but because of that pressure, he tried to get the ball into his left hand to throw it.
And the rule is, you can throw it away once you break the pocket, but you have to get it beyond the line of scrimmage. That ball came nowhere near the line of scrimmage.
No, it did not, and a good effort by Trevor, but either way, that is going to be intentional grounding, and still it is four-down territory.
It's going to be 4th down because that is a loss of down. That moves it all the way back to the 22-yard line.
So in some ways it opens up the field.
Yeah,
I guess if you want to look at it that way with the way this passing attack can strike.
Yeah, but you got to be able to protect for long enough to get it there on a 4th down.
That has been the struggle here. We talked about that defensive line and how big and strong those guys are. We'll see if Indiana can protect Trevor to make a play here. 4th and 22. I guess 4th and goal from the 22. Porter in motion, makes it trips to the right. Smith in the backfield. Kowchuk. He is to the left. The ball is going to be fired deep to Anthony, and that ball is going to be out of his reach. Boy, he had him, though. He had him in the corner of the end zone. If he would have been able to throw that ball up a little bit more, at least would have had one-on-one coverage. But the ball thrown well out of the end zone. No chance for Kowchuk to come down with it.
No, and that's a shame because, Indiana had a good drive, got down into the Citizens Ambulance red zone. You were hoping they could come away with points, cut this to a 2-score game. Instead, that intentional grounding call, Trevor had no choice. I mean, I'm not being critical of Trevor at all. It's either take the sack there or try to get it back to the line. So Indiana's got to get a turnover or a stop here.
Well, it's Mars' worst starting field position of the night. That's one thing for this offense. And here is Goodworth, who's going to hand the football off to Wright, who takes it across the 25-yard line and brought down. Well, they're going to spot him right at the 26. So he's going to pick up maybe 4 yards. Yeah, and that last play for Indiana, it looked like Kowchuk was able to outrun the corner. The safety came over, but if that ball's put up in the air, he goes one-on-one with the safety. I like Anthony's chances there.
Yeah.
Just out of his reach. Second down and a short 7. Here is Goodworth. He's been pretty efficient here tonight. He is going to hand the football off again to Wright. Big hole this time on the right-hand side. There goes Evan Wright. Makes one guy miss. It crosses midfield. You cannot allow him to get an open space because that is exactly what is going to happen every time.
And he's so quick that once he hits that hole, and really that was a great job by the Mars offense to just wash down Indiana's defense. And, I mean, he had nothing but grass.
Went off tackle to the right and huge gain all the way down to the Indiana 42-yard line. 4:30 left to go in the first half. Here is Goodworth. This time he is back to pass. A little bit of pressure this time. He's going to take it out of bounds himself. Picks up maybe a yard or two, but good pressure that time by Indiana. Good coverage down the field. Goodworth was not able to find anything open down there, so
Anderson was applying pressure for the Little Indians and pushed him right out of bounds.
Trips left. Second down and 10. And here is going to be a pass. It's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage. Great job that time for Indiana. That's Johnny Wyant, I believe, who came in.
Yeah, John Wyant was able to get his hands up and deflect it. We've seen him do that a couple times tonight.
Pat, I don't know if we mentioned this, but Nygren is on the sidelines in crutches right now.
Yeah.
So that's not a good sign of his return this football game, and we only hope that that ankle is not so bad that he can come back here later, maybe next week. Third down and 8. Not to be a downer, but you hate to see that with Isaac as just such a force on both sides of the football. Here is Goodworth. Going to throw a wide receiver screen. That is Gabe Hind who takes the ball, but good coverage this time by Indiana, and I believe that was number 50.
Tyler
Reifendiefer, who was able to track him down, and it's going to be 4th and 5.
And really, Reifendiefer's going to have to step up to fill that void, as you can see on the replay here, that Isaac Nygren leaves. Does a good job of tracking that down and really read that and made a nice play. So it looks like they're going to punt.
Well, you're up by 3 scores, 21-0 here in the first half. Good stop by Indiana's D, and they are going to run a fake. The ball is going to be taken, try to take it up the middle, but a great job. I believe that was going to be Rocco Cosentino, comes down and makes the stop.
Yeah, they snapped the ball to Kasparovich, and he tried to run a fake punt. And Rocco was there to meet him, as you can see on our Renda Digital replay here. Kowchuk crashed in, and Cosentino filled the alley and really did a nice job to bring Kasparovich to the ground.
Yeah, those two guys in particular give Kowchuk a lot of credit. Crashing down forced the runner out a little bit more and right into Rocco's arms, so that was a great job. Timeout looks like on the field. Well, we'll see. Is there a timeout? Brad Wright's out on the field.
I don't think it was an actual timeout. I think they were.
But he did not call a
change
timeout.
Of possession.
No, so They gave him a little bit of leeway there. 3:35 left to go in this first half. Love to see Indiana put one on the board here.
Yeah, you really want to come away and get a score and cut this to a 2-score game going into half.
Here's Trevor Smith. Fires it. Little inside pass to the intended target. That's going to be
Levi
for a couple
Porter.
of yards, and that is Levi Porter.
Again, they just have to find ways to put the ball into Levi Porter's hands.
Yeah. And down 21-0, you're not going to run the football a whole lot, so.
But you can't abandon it either, especially when you have a kid like Levi that can break one.
Almost a 2-minute type of offense. Smith is going to take the football to the middle. Very quick move. He's still on his feet as he crosses midfield. Trevor gets down to the 44-yard line for Indiana. Good job by Trevor. Very quick first move as he hit that hole. And Trevor was able to spin off of one tackle and get extra yards down to inside Mars territory.
Yeah, that was a designed quarterback keep. A sprint draw basically just out of the quarterback position.
So 2:40 on a running clock here. Well, it's running right now, 21-0. Indiana in Mars territory, so plenty of time for right now.
You got Anthony Kowchuk lined up on the Indiana sideline by himself, one-on-one coverage.
And here's Trevor. He looks right, looks him off, and boy, he had Anthony again. A little bit of bumping, but that ball is just going to be thrown well too far. Anthony wanted a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, and they had Nathan Ewing on the coverage, and the safety actually that time did come over the top.
Trevor tried to look him off. He was looking right at first, but the safety did a great job of not letting Kowchuk in one-on-one coverage down the field. 2nd down and 10 here for Indiana. 2:21 left in the half. And the give is going to be to Porter. They do not abandon the run as Levi tries to break one tackle. He's still on his feet as he takes it down near the first down marker. Boy, this official near us looks like he's spotting him for a first down. And he does.
So that's an in First Bank first down.
In First Bank.
Check out the rewards checking and in First Bank, Mark.
It's almost like you have been doing play-by-play for a couple of weeks.
I'm just trying to help you get acclimated back in, and we want to keep our sponsors happy so the paychecks keep coming.
We are thankful for In First Bank and all of our sponsors, but we love In First Bank first downs when they are coming from Indiana. First down and 10. Back to pass. Trevor Smith. He fires the football. James Mills is going to catch it. Makes one guy miss. Still on his feet. Still on his feet as he leans and tries to get out of bounds. We'll see if they mark him out. He's going to get about 5 or 6 yards. Not a huge gain, but they do rule him out of bounds. So great job by James to get out of bounds.
Tremendous job by James Mill to be able to get some positive yardage.
Well covered, too. It was Mars read the play, but James, just a great individual effort to make 2 tacklers miss and then fight his way to get out of bounds. Yeah, so 2nd down and 5 now down to the Mars 28.
That's one where at first I thought if Trevor hit him in stride, it could have went for a big one. James had to adjust on it a little bit.
Here comes Levi Porter in motion. They're going to pass the football off to him. A little bit of a scream at Mars, reading it beautifully. That's Yoshioka.
Yeah, what they did there was they brought Levi really deep, and that's going to end up being a loss of about 6 yards. So, it's a completion, but it's for a big loss, so that's going to bring up third and 11 back all the way to the 34.
But also allowing that clock to continue to run. Indiana's got 3 timeouts here. I think they might want to use one here if they don't.
Well, if they can pick up the first down here, you don't want to give Mars the football back with any time with their quick strike ability.
So 3rd down and 11. Here is Trevor Smith. He's going to be a design quarterback keeper. Boy, good job tripping him up, though. I think that was number 33. I don't have a 33 here in my starting lineup.
Yeah, 33 is, sorry, Mark, I will get that for you. It's Ethan Krasinski.
So they are going to call a timeout now. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout as well. 38 seconds left. Indiana is driving, but facing a fourth down 21-0 in the half. Back in 30 seconds on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
This is Tony Satil, candidate for Magisterial District Judge in Indiana. In football and in all sports, coaches love experienced players in the lineup. It's what sets winners apart. With nearly 33 years as a practicing attorney and the last 3 years as a prosecutor, I have that type of experience. I've also been dedicated to serving our community and our young people for many years. I have the experience our next district judge needs, and I ask for your vote.
Indiana's trailing 21-0 to the Mars Fighting Planets. 38 seconds left in the half. Indiana facing a 4th and 9 from the Mars 33-yard line. Big play here for this Indiana offense. Smith back to pass. Under a rush. He breaks one tackle. Fights his way forward, but a great open field tackle that's going to stop him short of the marker by number 11. And I don't have a number 11. I hate to say that again. That's Logan Becker for Mars. And a good open field tackle brings him down. And boy, for a second there, it looked like Trevor had some open field in front of him.
Yeah.
But they made up that ground in a hurry.
They closed quickly.
Yep.
So I would imagine, given the field position, you would expect Mars to come out and just, kneel on this football and be content to go in up by 21, but we'll see. Sure doesn't look like it.
I still would be shocked if they just handed the football off to Wright, but they're not. Goodworth back to pass, fires a quick slant inside to the 30-yard line. Only picks up about 3. They're going to give him, we'll see where they spot him here.
Reifendiefer on a good tackle.
3 to 4 yards. 19 seconds left to go. Good open field tackle. Here comes the pressure for Indiana. Goodworth going to roll out to his left. He crosses and runs out of bounds. Not picking up a first down, though.
So he gets out to about the 35.
I mean, I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. This is the MO for the Mars team. I mean, they are a high-tempo type of offense, and they're going to continue to try to score. You give them 5 seconds, they're probably not going to take a knee. 9 seconds left, though, here with a 3rd and 1. They are on their own 35-yard line, so a long field ahead of them.
And they have one timeout remaining, I believe.
They're up 21-0. Here is Wright. Comes in motion. They're going to fire a wide receiver screen to the left. I believe that's Alessio who's going to catch the football, picks up a first down. Does not get to midfield, and only 2 seconds left. So I would imagine, they are going to use a timeout. We'll take 30 seconds as well and come right back with the final play of the first half. Back after this.
It's football season, and before you know it,
What sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
The football, they're leading 21-0 over Indiana. Their offense has been impressive, although Indiana in this second quarter has slowed them down a little bit.
Yeah, I really think Indiana's defense has done a decent job in the second quarter, and they've moved the ball and they've possessed the ball a little bit. They just haven't been able to come away with any points.
Better second quarter overall for the Little Indians as they did move the football down and deep into the territory twice, but could not come away with points. Facing the final play of the first half for Mars. We'll see what they do. Here's Goodworth. He's back to pass. He wanted to hit a little quick shot that time, and instead he goes deep down the field incomplete. That's going to be the first half with Mars leading 21-0 over the Indiana High Little Indians. Time for our Indiana Total Therapy halftime show. We're going to come back and take a look at the first half, some stats and more. All that coming up on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Oh, hi. Nick Moore, head coach of the state runner-up Homer Center Lady Wildcats. When I'm not game prepping with the girls, I'm creating financial game plans at Walbeck Insurance. We take time to learn about your specific needs to create a game plan tailored just for you, whether it is auto, home, life, health, or business insurance. Come see me, Nick Moore, at Walbeck Insurance, where we offer more choices, more savings.
Call 724-479-9378 to let Coach Nick make a game plan for you.
In real estate, whether you're buying or selling, Berkshire Hathaway is here to help you. Hi, I'm Tom Moreau from Berkshire Hathaway. Our experienced agents are here to help you.
Hello, this is John with the John and Anna Clark team. As a member of the community, we would be happy to assist you in buying or selling your home. Call us at 724-331-7455.
The face of integrity, passion, and experience, Berkshire Hathaway, 200 South 7th Street, or visit us online at thepreferredrealty.com.
Hello, this is attorney Patrick Doherty. In sports, teamwork is important. That's why I'm pleased to announce the addition of attorney Amy Doherty to my team. Whether it's criminal law, divorce, child custody, child support, wills and estates, or buying and selling a home, our team is here for you. Visit us at 737 Water Street in downtown Indiana to discuss how our team can work for you. Good luck this season from the Law Office of Patrick Doherty.
Introducing the new Colonial Advantage at Colonial Auto Group. Our complimentary program with every new and used vehicle. 1 year of no-charge maintenance, meaning you can enjoy your new vehicle and let us take care of the rest. Plus, a lifetime warranty. That's a $2,500 value. The Colonial Advantage program is our way of giving you peace of mind with every Colonial vehicle purchase. Colonial Auto Group, home of the Colonial Advantage. Visit shopcolonialcars.com.
At Diamond Medical Supply, we're always on your team. No matter your sport, you can count on our support. With braces, bandages, biofreeze, and so much more, all to keep you in the game. We're a winning care solution, no matter what you play. Diamond Medical Supply, keeping you healthy this season because we care about care.
TotalTherapy.com. And we are back at Andy Kazneski Field at the Indiana Total Therapy halftime show. 21-0, the Mars Fighting Planets lead Indiana. Mars came out, received the opening kickoff, and their offense very up-tempo, very efficient, led by junior quarterback Luke Goodworth, moved the football right down the field on both of their two opening drives, the first two drives of the game, and they capped those off with 15-yard touchdown runs by the stud senior Evan Wright, running back. who put the ball into the end zone for the Fighting Planets. A touchdown pass to Gabe Hine later in the first half made it 21-0. Indiana did start moving the football later in the half, was unable to put the ball into the end zone, and that's kind of where we are here for this this first half. Pretty efficient by Mars, but I thought Indiana did show signs in that second quarter of starting to move the football and starting to slow down that offense. It wasn't quite that Mars dominance that we saw earlier in the game.
Yeah, I think Indiana was a little bit taken aback by the high tempo, getting out of their hand quick. Last year it was a different Mars offense. They just lined up and ran it right down Indiana's throat. They came out tonight and were able to pitch it all over the lot. But Indiana did settle in. Boy, if they could have gotten at least one score there when they had the ball inside the 5, that's critical to come away with points in those situations. When you look at the difference here, Mark, Mars has scored on their 2 red zone opportunities.
Yeah.
And that red zone's brought to us by Citizens Ambulance Service. But they were able to score on both of those on those 15-yard runs and then hit the deep 30-yard pass. And that's where we are. Indiana will make the adjustments, come out in the second half, and hopefully keep this from being a mercy rule game.
So we do have a feature here at halftime as well, do we not?
Yeah, I was able to sit down and talk to the cheerleading coach. She's new this year and trying to get the cheerleading squad, I don't want to say back and better, but trying to improve it and make some strides. So we're going to hear from her. She's also, for full candor, she is my niece, so it was an easy interview.
Well, good. We're going to hear from her coming up next, and then we'll come back and give the first Commonwealth quick stats and preview the second half. All that on the Indiana Total Therapy Halftime Show. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV, sponsored by Bowser Minnick Funeral Home.
It's Brian from SeaWorld Satellites, your Dish Premier local retailer. Upgrade to Dish from DirecTV and get a $300 prepaid MasterCard. Just mention offer code DTV2DISH. Come in or call us today at 724-463-3200, extension 122 to learn more and make the switch to Dish. That's 724-463-3200, extension 122.
Offer ends 11/13/23. Eligibility requirements and restrictions apply. Call for full details.
It's a new season of high school sports in Indiana, and Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is proud to be back presenting Indiana video broadcasts. The team at Bowser Minnick feels overwhelming support from the community and has enjoyed watching and celebrating the accomplishments of the young student athletes, along with all the families and viewers. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
The Pediatric Care Center of Indiana and Marion Center are proud to support local student athletes. Each athlete has represented their schools and their communities to the best of their abilities. Doctors Rizwan and Amina Jabber and their entire team at both locations would like to wish both teams the best of luck in today's contest and in the future. The Pediatric Care Center, with 2 locations, located in the 119 Professional Center in Indiana and the Mahoning Medical Center in Marion Center, recognized as the best pediatric care team in the Best of Indiana County contest.
Happiness is Friday Night Lights. Happiness is also when InFirst Rewards Checking gives customers money back when they use their card on all those fantastic things in life, such as getting ice cream, family vacations, going to sporting events, and trips to the amusement park. But do you know what truly makes InFirst happy? It's seeing Indiana student athletes shine in the community. Good luck, Indiana High, from the team at InFirst Bank. InFirst Bank, member FDIC.
InFirst Bank, here for you since 1922.
Football fans across the county, did you know
Citizens Ambulance Service has been providing our community with professional emergency medical services for 59 years.
Citizens' 1,000 square mile service area includes 7 school districts and 47 municipalities.
They partner with local fire departments and individuals to have medically trained responders at your door as quickly as possible.
Citizens has responded to 5,400 emergency calls so far this year.
The Citizens Ambulance Board of Directors thanks you and reminds you that community support makes it work.
And we're back with the Indiana Total Therapy Halftime Show. I'm joined by Indiana head cheerleading coach Laura Doherty, and yes, there is a relation. She is my niece. Laura, what brought you back to Indiana?
I wanted to relocate to be back home with family and friends.
And you were a member of the cheerleading squad when you went to Indiana, correct?
Yes, I was a member of Indiana's cheerleading squad and also various activities at the school. I feel it's personally very important that students and athletes are involved in the school in which they attend.
So, all right, were you doing any cheerleading while you were away in Fairfax County, Virginia for the last 25 years?
Yeah. So for the last 25 years, I have been actively involved in education and in sports programs within Fairfax County. I started a middle school program at Glasgow Middle School when I arrived in Fairfax. I also coached high school at Edison High School, and I helped support high school cheerleading throughout my time at Fairfax as a coach, as a parent, and also as a member of the Northern Virginia League in order to promote competitive cheerleading within the high school system and structure as well.
Now, you have a daughter that cheered collegiately, correct?
Yes, my daughter started out as a high school cheerleader, and then she went on to cheer in college, and she also, while in high school, cheered as a competitive cheerleader with all-star cheerleading.
Okay. Now, is coming to Indiana, what has been one of the biggest challenges that you've seen so far with the cheerleading team?
I think their adjustment to my philosophies and structures that I've put in place has been something that they have been transitioning to. It has been a bit of a challenge. However, I have a really great group of girls, and they are up for the challenge. They really want to develop and foster a program and continue to have a program that can bring school spirit to Indiana High School.
What are some of the goals that you'd like to achieve as the cheerleading coach here at Indiana in the future?
I want to continue to develop team unity. It's really important to me that my team is bonded with each other and with the community, and I also want to increase community outreach.
Now, you have a cheer clinic that you did this week with elementary age girls, is that correct?
Yes, we recently did a cheer clinic for grades K through 6. We had a huge turnout, and you'll be seeing them cheer tonight at the game.
That's outstanding. It's good to see. I know the little kids like to look up to the older kids, and it's a tremendous opportunity for them to cheer alongside, the varsity cheerleaders. I know it's been a whirlwind for you since you were appointed to this job. With all the different specialty nights and things of that nature. You'd said there's a little bit of an adjustment. Are you trying to treat cheerleading more as it's a sport. I mean, truly it's a sport, and you're expecting the amount of participation and practice and those things. Is that a fair statement?
Absolutely. Cheerleading is a sport. It's recognized as a sport, and I want the philosophy here in Indiana to also recognize it as a sport as well. Our athletes are participating, and it requires a lot of commitment and physical strength in order to be a cheerleader. That's mental strength as well. So I feel like their commitment and their confidence levels will increase when we have the structure and the routines that I'm putting into place.
Well, it was good catching up with you. Thank you for all that you're doing for Indiana and Indiana Cheer. And we hope that you and your girls do a great job tonight, as they do every week. And I thought it was important that we, kind of shine a little spotlight on the cheerleaders who are at every game, but maybe don't get the recognition as the guys on the field do. So thank you for taking some time out of your schedule with us.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And go Indiana.
In real estate, whether you're buying or selling, Berkshire Hathaway is here to help you. Hi, I'm Tom Moreau from Berkshire Hathaway. Our experienced agents are here to help you.
Hi, Kathy Steffi here to kick off with Berkshire Hathaway. If you're ready to get your game on to buy or sell a home, my negotiating offense will score you a winning touchdown.
The face of integrity, passion, and experience, Berkshire Hathaway, 200 South 7th Street, or visit us online at thepreferredrealty.com.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Don't miss the biggest floor sample sale Dowd's Furniture has had in years. We're cleaning out all the shelves and filling both stores with over $4 million of inventory available for immediate delivery. Sofas, recliners, sectionals, bedroom and dining room furniture, plus lamps, pictures, and accessories, all available now. Hurry in and don't miss out at Dowd's of Plumville and Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
Happiness is Friday Night Lights. Happiness is also when InFirst Rewards Checking gives customers money back when they use their card on all those fantastic things in life, such as getting ice cream, family vacations, going to sporting events, and trips to the amusement park. But do you know what truly makes InFirst happy? It's seeing Indiana student-athletes shine in the community. Good luck, Indiana High, from the team at InFirst Bank. InFirst Bank, member FDIC.
InFirst Bank, here for you since 1922.
CO 4 receptions for 46 yards. Kasparovich only has one reception for 8 yards, which, watching film coming into this game, it was Alessio and it was Kasparovich who were doing the damage for Mars. But Goodworth's impressed me so far tonight. The bigger thing is here, no penalties for Mars.
Yeah, you know what? Looking back, that is absolutely the case, too. I thought they were very disciplined. They forced a couple of jumps by Indiana on defense. I just thought they were efficient. They were an efficient team overall, and I thought they have a lot of weapons. Wright is still really impressive just watching him run. I know he didn't have the gaudy numbers in the first half, but they didn't need him to.
Hey, I'll tell you, 6 carries, 73 yards.
Yeah. But still, I mean, compared to what he did last year, how they ran the football in Indiana, I think that
I would expect them in the second half. Now, who knows? But I would expect them in the second half to come out and try to just run the ball, work this clock with a 21-point lead. You don't want to get too cute, and you want to be able to put this game in the victory column. So we'll see what happens.
Well, Indiana takes the football to start the second half. They will receive the ball, and we'll talk about maybe some halftime adjustments for the Little Indians and what they can do here to try to get back in this football game. They trail 21-0 at the half. It is our Indiana Total Therapy halftime show, and you are listening to an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Friday night on AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV.
In real estate,
Ford, one trusted. Ford, one trusted name, 2 great locations. Right now at Luther Ford, drive off in a new F-Series truck, Ford Ranger, Ford Maverick, or the all-electric F-150 Lightning. Check out the Ford Bronco, Bronco Sport, Eco Sport, Escape, Explorer, Expedition, Edge, and Mustang Mach-E. And always look at the exciting Ford Mustang. Luther Ford, one trusted name, 2 great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg. LutherFord.com.
In a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Little Indians Athletics and this year's football season. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for you. Call Sobek Fitness to join 724-801-8170 or check them out online at SobekFitness.com.
Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson as part of their halftime show right now, and they sound great out there, so that's great to have the band out there and really adding to the atmosphere tonight with Indiana High football and high school football in general. Perfect evening for this, and it definitely feels like high school football, sounds like high school football. Now let's see if we can get some points on the board for Indiana. So, Pat, halftime adjustments, I think, for the Little Indians?
Yeah, I mean, look, they got to have sustained drives. And when they have the sustained drives, they got to come away with points. That's the biggest thing. Now, on defense, they have to get Mars into situations where it's third and longs. Mars has been able to dictate what they want to do all game. And they've done a really good job of finding the open receiver, getting the ball out of Goodworth's hands quickly. Indiana's secondary can't give up. They're going to have to tighten up and take a few more chances. The problem when you do that is you're susceptible to the ball over the top, and we saw that on the 30-yard touchdown pass. But overall, I thought things settled down in the second quarter. They just weren't able to punch the ball in.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do. I was very impressed with Goodworth. I thought that he made very smart decisions, made great reads, a couple of throws that were a little bit off the mark, but even those that were off the mark, for the most part, they were the right read. And I was impressed with his decision-making overall, and that's what's going to make it tough. If you do put some pressure on him and try to bring some guys, if he's able to make that right read on that blitz that may be coming in, it could burn you. But I think at this point in time, you're down by 3. You got to take some chances.
Yeah, and Indiana's gotten pressure on Goodworth a couple times.
Yeah,
John Wines batted a couple balls down, so you got to get your hands up. They get the ball out so quick, you're not going to have the opportunities to really get good sacks. So that's when you got to get your hands up and try to bat balls down.
Indiana's going to get the football when we return, and they'll start the second half trailing 21-0. We'll see what this offense can do. We're going to take our final break of the Indiana Total Therapy halftime show and come back with a second half kickoff and Indiana, hopefully, touchdown drive as we look to see what the Indians can do here in the second half. Trailing 21-0, you are listening to AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV, brought to you by Bowser Minnick Funeral Home.
Football season, and before you know it, Mother Nature will say time to turn off the AC and crank up the furnace. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized trained dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for fall and winter. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down for cooler temps. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
Whether you're buying or selling, Berkshire Hathaway is here to help you. Hi, I'm Tom Moreau from Berkshire Hathaway. Our experienced agents are here to help you.
Hi, Kathy Steffi here to kick off with Berkshire Hathaway. If you're ready to get your game on to buy or sell a home, my negotiating offense will score you a winning touchdown.
The face of integrity, passion, and experience, Berkshire Hathaway, 200 South 7th Street, or visit us online at thepreferredrealty.com.
It's a new season of high school sports in Indiana, and Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is proud to be back presenting Indiana video broadcasts. The team at Bowser Minnick feels overwhelming support from the community and has enjoyed watching and celebrating the accomplishments of the young student athletes, along with all the families and viewers. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Introducing the new Colonial Advantage at Colonial Auto Group. Our complimentary program with every new and used vehicle. 1 year of no-charge maintenance, meaning you can enjoy your new vehicle and let us take care of the rest. Plus, a lifetime warranty. That's a $2,500 value. The Colonial Advantage program is our way of giving you peace of mind with every Colonial vehicle purchase. Colonial Auto Group, home of the Colonial Advantage. Visit shopcolonialcars.com.
Hello, this is attorney Patrick Doherty. In sports, teamwork is important. That's why I'm pleased to announce the addition of attorney Amy Doherty to my team. Whether it's criminal law, divorce, child custody, child support, wills and estates, or buying and selling a home, our team is here for you.
Hey, here is the kick, going to be fielded by the up man, and I believe that's going to be Pribish, who's going to take the football and be dropped pretty quickly after he gets to the 26-yard line. So Indiana's offense, another long field in front of them. That's been kind of the situation the entire game. However, we have seen them move the football in a few drives in that second quarter, and let's see if they can continue some of that momentum and this time find a way to push it in.
Yeah, that's what Indiana needs to do. They need to come out right away and make something happen offensively for sure.
Here is that spread formation for Trevor Smith. Ball placed at the 27-yard line. Here is Smith back to pass. He fires a quick pattern. Going to have his receiver, I believe that's Porter, is going to be in the flat and take it down for 2 or 3 yards. Boy, it looked like he had some room there, but again, good pursuit. Very good tackling by the Mars Fighting Planets. Stops him for a gain of 3.
Kasparovich came up and made that play.
They haven't missed a whole lot of tackles here, and they, even if they give up a catch, they seem to close the ground pretty quickly. Second down and 7.
They really have. They're very fundamentally sound.
And here is Trevor Smith. That's Porter is going to be an option pass. It's going to be a little inside pass to
shovel pass.
A little shovel to Kalchuk. So great looking play that time. I don't know if we've seen that yet this year, where you have Trevor Smith running what looks like an option with Porter to the right, and inside you have Kalchuk coming in, and the shovel pass went to him as all the eyes seem to be on the backfield.
Yeah, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Indiana's got to convert this first down here.
Ball at the 35-yard line here. Same formation as Smith is back to pass. He's going to try to take it up the middle himself. Boy, nothing doing at all. They were ready for that.
Indiana tried to go to the well one too many times on that. And now they're going to have to punt.
Yeah, I think that's the type of play that you have to set up, and I don't know if they really set that run up, that quarterback sneak up enough. It seemed like they went to it a little too quickly there in a 3rd and 2. If you're going to run the football, I'd rather just hand it off to Levi and let him try to push the way forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Use his strength and his big body and just try to get something forward.
But 4th down and 3, and Indiana is going to punt the football away. Not the opening drive they want. This time the kick is going to be high and short, but it's going to take a big roll as it crosses the 30. Boy, that one over-end kick, that hit near the 45-yard line and rolled another 15 or 16 yards all the way down to the 29. So it ended up being a very effective kick for Anthony Kalchuk.
Yeah, and unfortunately, though, Mark, Indiana's offense just couldn't sustain that drive and keep things going. So
and it's a shame because they've had a couple 3rd and shorts, and they've not been able to convert those a number of times in this game. That's where you want to be against a tough offense, and they just have not been able to move it on 3rd and short. So here is Mars. They have been able to move the football, but the Indiana D has done a little more to slow them down in the second quarter. We'll see what they can do here as the ball's in the 29, and Wright has the ball up the middle, finds a hole. He's tripped up around the 35, takes it down to the 37 after he falls forward. So that's going to be a nice 8-yard pickup for Evan Wright. Weaves his way through a number of tacklers, and he just sees the field very, very well.
Yeah, really, he's just, they've set this up very well with the pass game, and now to set up the run.
So they're moving the football back a little bit. Here is Wright again. Makes one guy miss, and he's going to fight his way forward to get the first down at the 40-yard line, maybe the 41. It is a Mars first down. And decent coverage that time by the defense, but Wright, that just a quick jump step to make a guy miss.
And that was Parker Bowersox, who's playing in place of injured Isaac Nygren.
Here is the quarterback rolling back. He's going to find his receiver. Slipping down and making the catch. I think right at the first down marker is going to be, is that Alessio again, number 6?
Yep.
So Goodworth again hits him. The ball was just a little button hook pattern.
And I really didn't think that might have been Goodworth's worst throw of the night.
Ball was underthrown a little bit.
Good catch by Alessio.
Slipped and caught it. 1st and 10 now at the 50. Fakes the handoff, and the ball is going to be thrown
a flag.
Incomplete, but a flag is thrown. That was thrown kind of in the defensive secondary, or at least...
the umpire threw it. I'm wondering if this is going to be a hold.
So he was back where the ball was incomplete, but did he see something around the line of scrimmage? Is that an ineligible man downfield?
Yep.
I don't know all my signals, but...
Yeah, that's ineligible downfield.
So that's what they call, and that's the first penalty of the night on Mars. And now that pushes them back into their own territory. To their 45-yard line, 1st and 15. Man in motion. Goodworth is going to hand the football off to Evan Wright, rolling to the left side. He's trying to fight his way around the end. He does get around the end for a few yards, but gets about a yard shy of that original line of scrimmage to the 49. So 2nd and 11 here coming up for Mars after that Evan Wright run.
Yeah, Wright is just so patient, waiting, trying to set up his blocks. Really, really impressive.
Tries to allow those blockers to get ahead of him and wait for something to open up. That time it really didn't, but still got 4 yards. Handoff again this time to Wright. This time he does find a little bit of room, and as he crosses midfield, crosses the 45. He's going to set up a 3rd and short here.
Kowchuk was able to come in from the outside linebacker position and wrestle him down, but it's still about 8, so it's going to be a 3rd and 3.
He's got such great vision to make that cut back to get that extra couple of yards. 3rd down and 3, and boy, Wright, he saw something and was tripped up. He's going to pick up a 1st down, but that looked like the type of run where he might have been off to the races had they not tripped him up at the line.
But again, here we go. It's another Mars drive, keeping them on the field.
Really the difference between the two teams on offense has been Mars converting those 3rd and shorts, Indiana not converting the 3rd and shorts. And when Mars converts, they've ended up converting that into points.
Yeah, now I wouldn't be surprised if you see Mars take a shot at the end zone here.
Man in motion again, and here is Goodworth. He is going to hand the football off. They are going to stay with Wright on the ground. Not a whole lot this time. Pretty good job by Evan Brocious, Anthony Kowchuk.
Reifendeifer was in the middle there.
Does pick up about 2 or 3 yards. Sets up a 2nd and 7. 6:30 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Mars leading 21-0. Most of that damage came in the 1st quarter. And here is going to be the give again. This time Wright does find the seam around the end. He is going to fight forward. Gets into the Citizens Ambulance red zone. Well, does he? Are they going to say he stepped out?
Yeah, but the referee's waving. There might be a flag on this.
So we'll see here. There is a flag on the field right at the 30-yard line. And everybody's starting to walk back, so I think this one is
holding on Mars.
Coming back. So Mars, who went without a penalty in the first half, has 2 on this drive alone. That one's costly because that was a 20-yard run, I think, that would have taken Mars into the red zone.
And that's going to, due to where the foul was committed. They bring it 10 yards from that spot. Basically puts it, it's going to be 2nd and 11 now.
So here is Wright now moving in motion. Goodworth, he's back to pass. He's under some pressure, makes one guy miss. Nice job by Goodworth to be able to find a way to avoid the pressure. He fires deep down the field, and he's got Hine for the touchdown for Mars.
And that right there was Cosentino came up to thinking that he was going to run the football. You can see on the replay, Indiana brought good pressure. And, boy, Goodworth did a good job of staying behind the line of scrimmage.
He got right to that line.
And Hine was wide open because Cosentino came up to try to stop the run.
That was all Luke Goodworth, avoiding the pressure, finding a way to get out in the open, avoiding that, crossing that line of scrimmage and finding the open receiver wide open down the field. Touchdown Mars, extra point is good. 28-0, 5:53 left to go in the third. Mars with the lead. Back in 30 seconds here on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV brought to you by the Bowser Minnick Funeral Home.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Goodworth, to Gabe Hine, puts Mars up 28-0. Just a tremendous effort by the junior quarterback to avoid pressure, not cross that line of scrimmage, and find the open receiver. Here is the kickoff. They're going to do an onside kick. I don't think that ball even made it 10 yards, but
yeah, it went 10 yards.
We'll see. Well,
it clearly went 10 yards.
Well, if it did, then
the ball, they
Mars
kicked it off from the 40.
It.
They kicked it off from the 40. They got it at the 47.
Well, I wanted to see if Mars touched it right around the 50, though, is where I thought they might have first touched it.
Indiana's front line backed up immediately. You can see it on the Renda replay.
Okay, we will see it here.
Just a little scoop.
Nope, they did. It was, Indiana's line did back up. They caught them napping that time, and the onside kick is successful.
So, that's essentially a turnover.
You had the kick return team. They were just assuming it was coming back. Nobody was really ready for it. And by the time they recognized what was going on, Mars had 3 guys near that football.
Yeah, Coach Kasparovich is trying to put this game away. He wants to get to that running clock.
And here is Wright, who's going to take the football. Good job to get in the backfield for that Indiana defense. I believe that's Wyant. I thought he's had a nice game tonight, all things considered.
He's done a good job up front. And, Indiana is playing without their all-conference linebacker, Isaac Nygren.
Trips left here for Luke Goodworth. Trying to draw them off sides. They do not. He's got Wright in the backfield with him. Back to pass. Goodworth fires across the middle. Boy, that was... I don't know if that was a wrong pattern, but that might have been one of the worst throws that he's made. And I say that giving him a lot of credit because he's been making a ton of great reads, great decisions, and nice throws here tonight.
Yeah,
that one was off the mark.
I'm very impressed with the job that he has done for this Mars Fighting Planets team.
You look at this Mars team too, Pat. There's a lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores on that line, on that defense. They're losing that running back, but, boy, they're going to have a tough team next year. Play action. Cross the middle, just out of the reach of the intended receiver. I believe that's Hine again. And that's going to set up a 4th down.
Well, will they actually punt it this time? They did run a fake punt earlier.
Well, let's give the Indiana D a little credit, too.
The Indiana defense did. Hey, listen. After that kickoff, that's essentially a turnover, and they came out quickly and were able to make some plays to get off the field in 3 plays.
And that first down stop of Evan Wright, I think, was a big play on this drive after that onside kick. Beautiful punt. This one is deep down the field, going to be received, maybe ill-advised to be received down at the 6-yard line by Porter, and he is dropped immediately. Although as high as that one was, I think the coverage was there to possibly down that football as well.
They probably would have pinned them down in. So the ball's going to be placed at the 5.
So Indiana will have a long field ahead of them, but hey, we like a challenge, so let's see what this team can do here.
Well, you want to get first and foremost,
yards.
Get a first down. Get out from under the shadow of your goalpost. Get a first down, and then open up your playbook.
We saw a 94-yard drive a few weeks ago.
Early in the year against Freeport.
So they have done it. Well, here is Porter. He's going to spin around a tackle. He's still on his feet as he crosses midfield. He's still on his feet as a 20. Wide of the open field, 35, 40, 45, 50. Levi Porter takes it into Mars territory. He's still going down near the 20-yard line. They're going to say he stepped out of the 25, and what an effort by Levi Porter.
Yeah, that was a tremendous play. Let's see this if we can get it on the replay. Here it comes at you. And then just a good individual effort, breaks some tackles.
We didn't see the first tackle he broke. I think he spun off of one guy, then did that quick little jump step to the right, and then Levi just used that speed to break away from the pursuit. And what a run. He did more than get him out of the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, we'll take that for sure. Now Indiana's got to put points on the board here.
4:43 left to go in the third quarter. Huge run by Levi Porter all the way down to the 25-yard line. Pass is going to be caught by Porter here as a wide receiver screen. This time pretty good coverage. How long was that run?
I think, what do we have, Zeke? 70 yards on that run? 69? 69 yards on that run by Porter.
69-yard run, that pass play to Porter. He's going to get some positive yardage, about 3 on the play. They're trying to get it into his hands.
Yeah, at this point you have to.
Spread formation here for Smith. Takes the ball. He's looking for a quick pattern. Fakes it. Throws deep down to the end zone. The ball is going to be up and out of the hands of the intended receiver. He was looking for Kalachuk, who had double coverage. I'm sorry, that was Mill, I believe. So Mill was the one in the corner of the end zone that time, and boy, looked like he might have gotten just behind the coverage. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Yeah, good job by the safety to come over and help on that, and they were able to just knock that ball out as Mill went to the ground. So here's a 3rd and 7. Indiana, again, has to convert here. It's definitely 4-down territory.
I like them taking that shot, though, and they had what they wanted. They just could not come down with the ball. So well-thrown ball by Trevor Smith. We're going to have a timeout here. All right, we're going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back 28-0. Mars leading Indiana. 4:30 left to go in the third quarter. We're going to come back after this. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Introducing the new Colonial Advantage at Colonial Auto Group. Our complimentary program with every new and used vehicle. 1 year of no-charge maintenance, meaning you can enjoy your new vehicle and let us take care of the rest. Plus, a lifetime warranty. That's a $2,500 value. The Colonial Advantage program is our way of giving you peace of mind with every Colonial vehicle purchase. Colonial Auto Group, home of the Colonial Advantage. Visit shopcolonialcars.com.
7 from the Mars 22-yard line. Indiana once again all the way down here into Mars territory. They have yet to come away with any points after a couple of drives already in this territory. Let's see what they can do here on 3rd and 27. The give is going to be to Porter up the middle. Makes one guy miss. Levi into the open field. Makes another guy miss. He crosses the 20. He's going to pick up a first down. Another amazing individual effort by Levi Porter.
Yeah, boy, that was really impressive run because he could have been brought down several times short of those sticks, and he just kind of kept working and kept grinding. Now they got the ball down to the 12-yard line.
This is a huge moment for this Indiana offense.
Mark, did you know they're in the Citizens Ambulance Red Zone?
They are in the Citizens Ambulance Red Zone. Community support makes it work. We need your help for Citizens Ambulance. Join Citizens Ambulance today as we are in, after that Porter run, the Citizens Ambulance Red Zone. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Here's Smith back to pass. Under some pressure, he dumps it.
Intercepted.
And that ball is going to be intercepted. The officials do rule intercepted out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Smith was under intense pressure, and then Mars defense read the play perfectly as they had 3 guys over there. I thought any one of them could have came away with that football. But not the right read that time for Trevor.
No, and again, they're in the red zone and don't come away with any points.
I mean, that's the difference between these teams. Indiana has made too many mistakes and have not come away with any points after getting down here. Mars has not. Takes over at the 10-yard line. And here is going to be Evan Wright finding his way up to the 19 or 20. They're going to move the chains, so he's going to get to the 20, first down. 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Mars is leading 28-0. Indiana has had a couple of chances to score. Here is Evan Wright again. Boy, he's got a huge burst as he gets across the 40-yard line. He is still on his feet. Indiana is trying to chase him down. They're not going to catch him. Evan Wright is going to take it to the house for an 80-yard touchdown run. And that is the score that Mars was looking for, and probably the play Indiana was hoping not to get. Indiana has an injured player down to add insult to injury. But it does look like another lower body injury for Indiana back near the line of scrimmage, trying to get a number for you. But what a run by Evan Wright, and just what a burst of speed he has when he turns on the Jets. Indiana had no chance at catching him.
Well, and Indiana had plenty. They had 2 chances to tackle him, and he ran through those tackles and just, was able to take it to the house. And it looks like Carson Beatty, number 52, was the one that was slowed to get up, and he's hobbling off.
But you're right. The defense slowed him down a little bit, and then all of a sudden, once he found that open field, you can see the speed that Wright has. But it's just, I think, more frustrating, Pat, that you had opportunities to score that wouldn't have gotten them in that situation. And that's this shouldn't be a scoreless game here for the Indiana High Little Indians right now. Extra point up. It is good, 35-0 right now, 3:40 left to go in the third quarter. Back in 60 seconds, AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Sports are fun.
This is Tony Satil, candidate for Magisterial District Judge in Indiana. In football and in all sports, coaches love experienced players in the lineup. It's what sets winners apart. With nearly 33 years as a practicing attorney and the last 3 years as a prosecutor, I have that type of experience. I've also been dedicated to serving our community and our young people for many years. I have the experience our next district judge needs, and I ask for your vote.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
The kickoff, this time not an onside kick, fielded by Pribish at the 25, and he crosses the 30 to the 32-yard line. You almost saw it coming that eventually Evan was going to break one. Evan Wright was going to break one of these runs just with the pedigree that he has, the speed that he has. And unfortunately, it eventually happened, but the 80-yard variety and a couple of missed tackles on that run makes it a little bit harder to swallow.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Mars has come out in the second half with the intention of trying to get the ball in Evan Wright's hands. I'll be shocked if we see him anymore tonight, but you never know. I mean, there's still a whole good bit of time to play here. We're only in the third quarter with 3:08, and it is a running clock now.
Yeah, the mercy rule is in effect with 35-0 here. Here is Smith. He's going to hand the football to Porter up the middle, wrapped up by Yoshioka right near the line of scrimmage.
And I'm going to be honest.
He actually might even lose a yard.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure how much we should see Levi Porter anymore. This game is out of hand. He's your workhorse. I know you don't want to set that tone, but, man, you know, they've had two. Beatty came off. Nygren's on crutches. I think you got to take your lumps here if you're Coach Wright and just live to fight next week against Highlands.
Second down and 11 after that yard loss. 2:25 in the third quarter. Again, Indiana trailing 35-0. Two receivers split to the right. Porter in the backfield. Pitch is going to be to Levi. He's going to cut it up the middle. Does take it across the 30. Going to pick up a couple, but not a whole lot here. That's, again, good pursuit. I've been impressed, and it is a Kasparovich team, but how disciplined they are. We got an injury on the field, so we're going to take a timeout while they tend to the injured Mars player. 60 seconds here back with 35-0 Mars with a lead. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM. Rent the digital TV. Back after this.
Hello, this is attorney Patrick Doherty. In sports, teamwork is important. That's why I'm pleased to announce the addition of attorney Amy Doherty to my team. Whether it's criminal law, divorce, child custody, child support, wills and estates, or buying and selling a home, our team is here for you. Visit us at 737 Water Street in downtown Indiana to discuss how our team can work for you. Good luck this season from the Law Office of Patrick Doherty.
Proud to be presenting Little Indians video broadcast. Families and friends honor their loved ones.
For Indiana at their own 32-yard line, 1:47 left to go in this third quarter. Indiana's trailing 35-0 to the Mars Fighting Planets. Here's Trevor Smith back to pass. The ball is going to be tipped. Looked near the line of scrimmage, tipped by Adam Budzelik. Didn't know if I'd have to say that name tonight, but
yeah, we were hoping because he's a lineman, but Budzelik got his big paw up there and was able to just knock that ball away.
So 4th down and 10, and Indiana's going to punt the football away. And Pat, as I said earlier, I think, I don't think Indiana had a chance to necessarily win this football game, but I do think they had a chance to make it a little bit closer. When you have a number of drives that come, 2 of them went into the red zone, one of them just outside, I believe. And here's the punt by Kowchuk. It's going to be a deep punt fielded at about the 34-yard line. Good return here by Gabe Hine, who's going to take it near the 50, actually going to take it to the 49, so he will cross the 50-yard line.
Yeah,
but when you have those drives you come away with nothing on all of them, I think that makes things very difficult. Meanwhile, Mars, just the opposite. They've capitalized on almost everything that they could once they've had the football that deep in Indiana territory.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, Mark, it's demoralizing as an offense when you're not able to put points on the board. And then, you hope to hang, but Mars came out, 2 quick drives, jumped up 14-0. Now Indiana's got to play catch-up, and it just hasn't worked.
You have Kasparovich now, the running back in the backfield. And the ball is going to be thrown this time to the receiver. Caught. And behind the line of scrimmage, a nice open field tackle for Indiana. Will drop him for a couple of yard loss. And that's Goodworth to Logan O'Brien, who's now in the football game for the Fighting Planets. And you're probably right. Wright is probably done for the night. That's the final play of the third quarter. 35-0 Mars with the lead. 2nd and 12 when we return for the Fighting Planets. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Since 1922.
It's Brian from SeaWorld Satellites, your Dish Premier local retailer. Upgrade to Dish from DirecTV and get a $300 prepaid MasterCard. Just mention offer code DTV2DISH. Come in or call us today at 724-463-3200, extension 122 to learn more and make the switch to Dish. That's 724-463-3200, extension 122.
Offer ends 11/13/23. Eligibility requirements and restrictions apply. Call for full details.
Send it
knee,
right
shoulder,
back after
head to
this
toe,
spot.
joints and bones, IRMC and the Center for Orthopedic and Sports Medicine can get you back up and running again, or walking if that's the problem. Board-certified orthopedic surgeons and other less invasive treatments too. Call 888-452-IRMC to make your appointment and get back in the game with IRMC Sports Medicine.
As we come back to start the fourth quarter, Kasparovich gets the handoff, takes it around the left side. He's still on his feet. Looked like he might have stepped out of bounds, but they're going to mark him down all the way inside the 30-yard line. Boy, I thought he may have stepped out.
Yeah,
Pat,
right about
near
the 35 or 40.
Either way, they're going to mark him down to the 23, and he's going to get the handoff again. This time runs around the left side and pushed out of bounds near the 15-yard line. So he's going to pick up 7 or 8 yards on that carry.
They handed that time to Mason Childress, number 3 on that carry.
Number 3. Good catch.
And puts it right around the
couple of
16, 15.
Still have Alessio out there. So a couple of the same guys. Offensive line is still the same, and that's why those holes are just as big as they were earlier for Evan Wright. 2nd down and 2. And the handoff is going to be kept by Goodworth. He's going to take it across the 10. Flag on the play here, though, as he picks up the first down. This is usually in the vicinity of a hold, but we'll see what they call. Goodworth slid to pick up the first. Holding against Mars. So they will bring it back. The Fighting Planets lead 35-0. Some of those big guys up front, Sean Franklin, 280 pounds left tackle. They've been going left off tackle a lot here tonight. He's still in the football game as they give the football to Childress again, on this time on the right side, and he's going to fight his way forward and pick up a first down.
Yeah, there was nothing fancy there. I mean, that was just a sweep to the open side of the field, and Childress was able to get the edge and Good job by Tyler Reifendeifer from his middle linebacker position. He didn't give up on the play, but it was after they were able to get a first down.
1st and 10 now from the 12-yard line. Running clock here, 9:35. Here is Goodworth back to pass. He's going to hit his receiver. Short little pass. Good coverage this time. I believe James Mill brought him down after just a gain of a couple of yards. So we'll see where they end up spotting him.
Right, almost. Looks like in around the 8-yard line.
Yeah, can't see the stick very well from here, but we're going to say it's 2nd and 7 from the 8-yard line. Luke Goodworth is the junior quarterback, has been pretty impressive here tonight. A little frustrated now, the coaching staff. They don't like what they see. But Goodworth is going to snap the football, hand it to Childress, who fights his way forward into the end zone for a touchdown. Some missed tackles again there by the Indiana defense. They look a little tired now. But that offensive line, we talked about the skill players and everything that they brought to the table. But that offensive line, still the same line, even though there's some new faces in the backfield on this drive. They've been impressive. They're big, they're physical. And they've protected the quarterback and opened up holes for the running back, 41-0. And Pat, there's not a senior on that offensive line.
No.
Which is scary for other teams in the conference. Extra point is up, and it is good.
So Childress ran it in and kicked it.
Counted for all 7 points there, 42-0, 8:34 left to go in this football game. Back in 30 seconds as we'll have another kickoff. See what the Indiana offense can do. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV, sponsored by the Bowser Minnick Funeral Home.
At the Y. At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Indiana, official supplier for sports.
That touchdown run, I believe 8 yards out, was Mason Childress. The kick is going to be received here by Evan Brocious at the 25-yard line, looking for a hole. Does find a little bit of one as he crosses the 35 to the 37. Indiana will take over here. I'd love to see the offense put something together here and be able to find a way to get points on the board, but we'll also see if they keep a lot of the same faces in there or if they're going to mix things up.
Yeah, I mean,
I do see Trevor Smith still out there. I see a lot of the same guys, and maybe they really want to try to they're going to call a quick timeout. So we'll have this Indiana drive when we return, 30 seconds away. Back after this, 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM.
It's football season, and before you know it, Mother Nature.
Miss the biggest floor sample sale Dowd's Furniture has had in years. We're cleaning out all the shelves and filling both stores with over $4 million of inventory available for immediate delivery. Sofas, recliners, sectionals, bedroom and dining room furniture, plus lamps, pictures, and accessories, all available now. Hurry in and don't miss out at Dowd's of Plumville and Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
This is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
Under center right now is Smith. He's going to hand the football off. I believe that's Porter still in the football game, who's going to fight his way over the 40-yard line, still pushing ahead to get near the 43-yard line. Nice gain for Levi, about 6 yards on first down, maybe 7. Well, they'll say they'll spot him just inside, so about 6 yards. Ball is just inside the 43-yard line. 7:40 to go here. For Indiana High. Want to take that goose egg off the board as it's going to be quarterback keeper for Trevor Smith. Good burst up the middle, crosses midfield, takes it into Mars territory for Trevor Smith. In First Bank, first down. Check out their rewards checking for In First Bank. Thank you for your sponsorship for all of the first downs of the football game. First down and 10 now for Indiana High. They're going to say it's right at midfield. Smith now in the shotgun formation. Hand the football off to Porter. He's looking off left tackle, trying to avoid one tackle. I think that was O'Brien who brought him down. Great pursuit, good defense. Levi's is down, and this is not at all
looks
what
like
you
a
wanted
cramp.
to see. Let's hope so.
They're holding his leg up.
They're going to tend to Levi. We're going to step out for 30 seconds and come back and hopefully see this leg stretched out and back to normal. 30 seconds away, AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and rented digital TV.
This is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
To experience luxury with your next vehicle? Then look no further than Luther Lincoln. From the full-size Lincoln Navigator to the mid-size Lincoln Aviator or the Lincoln Nautilus and Corsair crossovers, Luther has the Lincoln you want. With complimentary pickup and delivery for service or being able to schedule your service appointments online, Luther Lincoln wants to make your experience a pleasant one. Luther Lincoln, your choice for Lincoln. Route 119, Homer City. Click on lutherlincoln.net.
Down and a good play by Trevor Smith again under some pressure, rolls out to his right and then does find Kalchuk. First down and 10, ball's at the 37-yard line, 5.5 minutes to go in this game, 42-0. Here is going to be the give. Porter's back in the game and he makes a guy miss. Crosses 35 down to the 34-yard line. Oh, you're right, Pat. He is a competitor. he does. I don't think you're going to be able to keep Levi unless you handcuff him to the bench. But
yep.
Either way, sometimes you also do want to make sure these guys are healthy for next week and the weeks beyond.
Yeah, this is one game. You've got multiple conference games left. The goal here is to try to win Gary or Allegheny conference games and get in the playoffs. And number 6 is going to be a big part of that for Indiana.
2nd and 7 from the 34-yard line. Here is Indiana, back to pass, Trevor Smith. He's going to fire it deep down the field. He's got Kalchuk one-on-one, juggles the football and almost comes down with it. Boy, Anthony had to knock it out of the hands of the defender. Then he almost came away with the football. A great individual effort, but it is incomplete. And, Pat, I think maybe part of the mindset is a lot of these guys know what happened against Mars last year. They couldn't score. They're here with a goose egg again, and maybe there's some kind of moral victory that they want to come away with points just to make them feel as if they've, I don't want to say got the monkey off their back, but there might be something to where they don't want to go 2 years in a row without scoring against this team. But the injuries are what would concern me.
Yeah.
3rd down and 7. Here is Smith back to pass again. He is trying to direct some traffic, cut through a little bit of a hole as he takes the ball over the 30-yard line, and he's going to be short of the 1st down, but set up another 4th and short. But this has not been a good situation for Indiana. 3rd and short and 4th and short in this football game. They ran into some difficulty here.
Yeah, they really have, and Indiana's not in any hurry. The clock's at 3:17 and rolling.
It's going to be 4th and 2.
Watching Mars sideline, Eric Kasparovich, the head coach, he is in every play. He is excited. He's jumping up and down for these guys.
Here is Smith across the middle. Ball is going to be caught. That is Levi Porter, who's going to have an Indiana 1st down. And you're right. And believe me, he wants that defense to keep them off the board. I mean,
absolutely. They'll take pride in trying to shut out Indiana here as that clock is down to 2:45.
And they have been a well-disciplined team. They tackle well, cover well. It's what you hear about Kasparovich is right in terms of what he's been able to accomplish at the high school level. But 1st and 10 for the 22-yard line. Here is Porter in motion, but the handoff is going to be to Pribish up the middle. He's going to cross the 20, cross the 15, still on his feet as he takes it inside the 10-yard line into the Citizens Ambulance red zone and knocking on the door of a touchdown, not another touchdown. They have not gotten in there tonight. So where are they going to spot him?
2-yard
line. The 2-yard line. So first and goal from the 2 with 1:50 to go, 42-0. But
can Indiana punch this in?
Indiana would love to be able to get something on the board here before that clock hits 0. Smith in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He hands the football up the middle. That's going to be, I believe, Pribish again, who's going to take it to the 1. Does not get in.
Clock's down to 1:25 and rolling.
There should be, I would imagine they're fine here, but they quickly get back to the line, and Smith goes under center. He's just going to power his way behind that offensive line. Does he get in? No signal yet from the officials. Still no signal.
No, he didn't get in. And the clock's down to 1 minute.
If Indiana needed to, they could call a timeout, but they are going to say he is short. You had Porter in the backfield, too, where you could maybe try to get him.
Well, they ran the sneak there, but normally when they run the sneak, they get guys up behind Trevor and try to push him in.
So Indiana taking their time here. We don't see a play clock because that malfunctioned earlier in this football game, but either way, Pribish now the sidecar in the backfield. He's got Porter and Brocious to his right. Kowchuk split way left. The handoff is going to be up the middle to Pribish. Does he get in?
No, he did not.
He does not get in. Again, 9 seconds. Are they going to call a timeout to try to get another play in here? And they do call a timeout.
Well, Mars is running off as if the game is over.
No,
Indiana was awarded a timeout.
Boy, what a job by that Mars defense.
They're saying to put 1 second back on the clock.
3 straight plays. They've had him at 1st and goal from the 2, and in 3 plays they've gained 1 yard. Indiana has one more play, one more opportunity to get in the end zone. And you see the way that offense is, like, they won in there. You can tell this means something, and you'll see a celebration if they get in.
Right.
Despite what the scoreboard says. So, but the question is,
can Mars hold them out?
Can Mars hold them out?
That's what they want to do.
I think they put their first D right back in the football game on 4th and goal from the 1. We'll see what happens. Smith, he powers in. He was in this time.
Well, it's a moral victory, but, anyway.
Well, it did get him into the end zone, but 42-6 is the score. So you do hear the crowd cheer, and they are happy to see the effort finally rewarded, but unfortunately it's not going to change the outcome of the football game, only the final score.
Redinger will come on to kick, and I'm going to head down to see if I can get Coach.
Sounds good. We'll talk with you soon, Pat. So we will hold it here just to see what the extra point with Redinger. Well, they're going to call a quick timeout. So, you know what? We'll step out for 30 seconds and come back with an extra point and finish this football game up. AM 1450 WDNE, 100.3 FM, 42-6. Back after this.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. The team at Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. When you need help with this celebration, you can find them online at beyondthesunsetpets.com, helping families and friends honor their loved ones.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Don't miss the biggest floor sample sale Dowd's Furniture has had in years. We're cleaning out all the shelves and filling both stores with over $4 million of inventory available for immediate delivery. Sofas, recliners, sectionals, bedroom and dining room furniture, plus lamps, pictures, and accessories, all available now. Hurry in and don't miss out at Dowd's of Plumville and Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
It's football season, and before you know it, Mother Nature will say time to turn off the AC and crank up the furnace. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized trained dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for fall and winter. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down for cooler temps. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
every moment.
In my opinion, might be the top team in the conference.
Well, the way they played tonight, I would agree with you. I mean, they were well-rounded every phase of the game. They were able to kind of take it. I know you did finally punch one in, which, there is no moral victories. I get it. But to be able to score it, 2 years in a row, you didn't want to have goose eggs against that.
You definitely didn't. The kids wanted to punch it in, and why not? Why not? At least gives us something positive to end on, give them a little excitement.
Well, you got to come back next week. What are you looking? Highlands is staring down the barrel at you now, so doesn't get easier in this conference.
No, it doesn't. We'll see how they played tonight and what they did, and like I said to the kids, we'll just get this one out of the way and learn from it, and just get ready for Highlands and watch film, and we'll diagnose our problems and try to fix them, and just become a better football team.
Seemed like you had a couple kids get nicked up tonight. Hopefully they're nothing serious. Anything on Isaac or? Too early to tell.
I think he should be able to go this coming Friday. He has like a first-degree sprain of his ankle, so nothing major. Same thing with Carson Beatty. We just cautionary, just took him out. Just same thing with Jimmy Mill, just took him out, just being cautionary. Yeah.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck. We'll get him next week.
All right.
Thanks.
Pat,
back up to you, Mark.
Thank you, Pat. Pat Doherty down with Coach Wright after the football game. Indiana losing tomorrow's 42-6 here from Andy Kosneski Field. We're going to continue with our first Commonwealth post-game show. Get Pat back up into the booth, and we'll have our driver of the game, our Gooden Associates player of the game, and more when we return. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Red Dead Digital TV, brought to you by Bowser Minnick Funeral Home.
Introducing the new Colonial Advantage at Colonial Auto Group. Our complimentary program with every new and used vehicle. 1 year of no-charge maintenance, meaning you can enjoy your new vehicle and let us take care of the rest. Plus, a lifetime warranty. That's a $2,500 value. The Colonial Advantage program is our way of giving you peace of mind with every Colonial vehicle purchase. Colonial Auto Group, home of the Colonial Advantage. Visit shopcolonialcars.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Don't miss the biggest floor sample sale Dowd's Furniture has had in years. We're cleaning out all the shelves and filling both stores with over $4 million of inventory available for immediate delivery. Sofas, recliners, sectionals, bedroom and dining room furniture, plus lamps, pictures, and accessories, all available now. Hurry in and don't miss out at Dowd's of Plumville and Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
This is State Senator Joe Pittman, wishing all of our student athletes and their families every success. Friday Night Lights are always exciting, and I recognize how important it is for students to be involved in activities, whether it be in athletics or the performing arts. I salute not only all of our students, but also all who guide them, on and off the gridiron. And I wish all of our hometown teams the best of luck this season.
Horses is hospitality. Sit right down and enjoy a great meal. Horses is hospitality. Delicious food, lots of hoss appeal. You'll love our famous fresh salad bar. The freshest near or far. Your hometown steakhouse, wherever you are. Horses Steak and Sea House. Horses is hospitality.
It's a new season of high school sports in Indiana, and Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is proud to be back presenting Indiana video broadcasts. The team at Bowser Minnick feels overwhelming support from the community and has enjoyed watching and celebrating the accomplishments of the young student athletes, along with all the families and viewers. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
In real estate, whether you're buying or selling, Berkshire Hathaway is here to help you. Hi, I'm Tom Moreau from Berkshire Hathaway. Our experienced agents are here to help you.
Hi, this is Bonnie Houck of Berkshire Hathaway. Are you in need of selling your home in this challenging market? For all your real estate needs, along with 25 years of honesty and integrity, please call me at 724-422-1960.
The face of integrity, passion, and experience, Berkshire Hathaway, 200 South 7th Street, or visit us online at thepreferredrealty.com.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Well, you did a nice job. Would you like me to do the stats?
Yeah, you
then?
can do the stats.
All
That's
right,
fine.
the first Commonwealth quick stats. We'll do. I'll tell you what. Why don't we first, since we're still finalizing some of the stats here with Mars, and they had quite a bit of them, unfortunately, here tonight, 42-6. Why don't we pick a Colonial Motor Mart drive of the game, the Colonial Auto Group drive of the game, new and used cars, shop colonialcars.com, and.
Yeah, I mean, I think Indiana's last drive of the game, 15 plays, 63 yards. They were finally able to score their first points against Mars in 2 years.
They made it interesting.
Went all the way down to the final seconds of the game. However, I think that's got to be the drive of the game for the Little Indians. Obviously you can go back and look at a lot of Mars drives because, really, Mark, from the opening whistle, Mars was able to come out and do what they wanted to do offensively. Just move the ball. They came out, as Coach Wright said, he expected a power football game like we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
Well, they said, nah, we're going to come out and we're going to whip the ball all over the place, and then we'll get it down inside the red zone, and then we'll give it to Evan Wright.
It was impressive. I was impressed with their game plan, and you have a Kasparovich coach team. You expect the unexpected, I guess, in some ways, but I thought well-disciplined, very efficient. They were impressive to watch. And how about a Good and Associates, Good Insurance Agency player of the game?
I mean, really, for Indiana,
I have a thought.
I mean, we can go Levi Porter.
You could always go Levi, but almost any game.
Is that your thought, or did you have somebody else?
I thought Wyatt played a really nice game defensively, and I thought for a team that put up 42 points, he made a lot of big plays on defense. He would have been my choice just because of what he was able to do.
And I agree with that. I was thinking the same way. I mean, it is hard to have somebody as a defensive player when that score is what it is. However, he did a good job tonight. He did everything he could to try to keep the Little Indians in the game. The thing that hurt Indiana defensively, too, I think early, was losing Isaac Nygren. Isaac Nygren's their signal caller on defense, has been their leader the last couple of years, and hopefully he's back next week. It's just a precautionary thing with the ankle. But I will say Parker Bowersox, a young kid who hasn't seen a lot of action here, stepped up. And I thought he made a couple good plays as well. But I agree, John Wyatt really kind of stepped up and did what he had to do to try to keep Indiana in the game.
We'll take our final time out here, our first Commonwealth Bank post-game show, and we'll come back, and we will do our first Commonwealth Bank quick stats to close up this game, and then take a preview of next week's game. We're going to be on the road, and Pat and I will be telling you a little bit more about that coming up next. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV, sponsored by Bowser Minnick Funeral Home.
And a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck and a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Milk every moment.
Oh, hi. Nick Moore, head coach of the state runner-up Homer Center Lady Wildcats. When I'm not game prepping with the girls, I'm creating financial game plans at Walbeck Insurance. We take time to learn about your specific needs to create a game plan tailored just for you, whether it is auto, home, life, health, or business insurance. Come see me, Nick Moore, at Walbeck Insurance, where we offer more choices, more savings.
Call 724-479-9378 to let Coach Nick make a game plan for you.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobeck Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Little Indians Athletics and this year's football season. Sobeck Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobeck has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobeck has the equipment for you. Call Sobeck Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at SobeckFitness.com.
Football fans across the county, did you know
Citizens Ambulance Service has been providing our community with professional emergency medical services for 59 years.
Citizens' 1,000 square mile service area includes 7 school districts and 47 municipalities.
They partner with local fire departments and individuals to have medically trained responders at your door as quickly as possible.
Citizens has responded to 5,400 emergency calls so far this year.
The Citizens Ambulance Board of Directors thanks you and reminds you that community support makes it work.
Luxembourg's Jewelers, a proud supporter of all the area athletes, would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. With 2 convenient locations, Luxembourg's Jewelers is the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautifully logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. From the Indiana Mall to downtown Indiana, Kip, Jeff, and the Luxembourg's team wishes everyone an MVP season. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
Bank post-game show, wrapping this one up, and we'll take a look before we wrap it up at our first Commonwealth quick stats. Just quickly, for no pun intended, for Indiana. Passing Trevor Smith 15-23, 113 yards and an interception. He also carried the football 51 times and scored a touchdown. Levi Porter 12 carries for 112 yards, 299 total yards on the night for the Little Indians. And for the Mars Fighting Planets, Goodworth had 13 of 19, 197 yards. Boy, it seems like he had more than that. But 2 touchdowns on the night, but it was efficient. The leading carrier on the night was, of course, Evan Wright. 15 carries, 199 yards, and 3 scores. They had 472 total yards of offense, but they had good field position a lot of the night as well because of what their defense was able to do. So next week, I believe we're heading to Castle Shannon.
No, Natrona Heights.
Natrona Heights.
Islands.
I'm sorry, that's right. No, I'm thinking of
You're
the hockey
thinking
game.
Of hockey.
I have a hockey game on Sunday
Castle
at the Ice
Shannon.
Palace, and that's why I'm thinking Castle Shannon. But no, we're heading to Natrona Heights.
Right down
next
28
week,
to
so
Natrona Heights, and another tough another tough battle for Indiana Highlands. They're always tough, especially down there. So Indiana's got their work cut out for them, but Coach Wright will get them going.
Well, hopefully we get some of these injuries healed up a little bit for next week, and Pat and I will be back on the air at 6:30 with our pregame show. So we do want to thank Zeke and Samantha and Anthony, and we also want to thank Garrett Clark back at the studio for helping us with the broadcast here tonight. I think it went, knock on wood, it went pretty smoothly, all things considered.
Yeah,
so.
we didn't get knocked off on the clean feed tonight. I think we got the audio issues fixed, no complaints.
Well,
so all things considered, it was a good night for us, bad night on the field.
Well, we'll see if we can change that next week on the field and keep the night for us next week the way we had it this week. So thank you for joining us. We do appreciate it. And for Pat Doherty, I'm Mark Hilliard signing off. Thanks for joining us from Andy Kuznetsky Field. Indiana loses to Mars 42-6. You have been listening to AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV, sponsored by Bowser Minnick Funeral Home. Good night.